Hello guys and welcome to I-Series. My name's I'm here with Spencer. I don't know
times.
what you're laughing at.
I'm laughing at you.
Okay. Anyway, we're currently on board. Well, sorry about the stream being down,
Yes.
guys. Unfortunately, we have had some network issues, and we've just actually getting to the knockout stages. So this is when we've decided to jump in because the group stages were, I mean, they went through quite quickly, but there was nothing really that was going to be a very big competition. Every single game went to plan, so to speak. So there was nothing really entertaining to watch anyway, if I'm going to be honest. There was just slow runs all over the place. But now we are actually going to watch XA taking on, I think it's 7F.
Yes, it is. And XA have been playing pretty well today. A few of you guys may know a few of the players under XA. We've got Defiant, who is Deserto Defiant, one of the content writers for Desertos. Was that? They've got Trout91, the YouTuber, and he's been playing pretty well. A lot of people, you know, they heard he was playing and they're like, oh yeah, standard YouTuber, he's not going to play very well. You know,
he was getting beat off you in scrims yesterday. So.
Well, I mean, me and Gooch, what can we say? We're the best SMG partnership in Europe.
I'd like to dispute that, but
yeah, probably.
We're actually on board with Emily, who is a pickup for them. On anything, I think one of the players couldn't make it to the event, so Emily's Kim picked up. And you know what? She's not that bad, really. I mean, she's had. I say she's not that bad because I don't want anyone to think I'm discriminating, but at the same time, like obviously, it is usually the lads are better. But you know, she's having a decent tournament so far. What I've seen, this nice little drop shot does get taken out by Kerr though. Yeah,
she's been playing very, very well, like you say. But right now, you can see XA not starting very well so far. 70 points to 22 with 7 minutes 57 still to go. And she's going to be driving this RCXD, desperately trying to find someone. And she may actually just try and find the anchor on this next hard point. She's going to see one, but no. Flat Jacket keeps that player alive. And let's have a quick look, see who's on a streak. It's actually going to be Care 7F who's on a streak. And just going to flank back, see if he can find those two red dots to his right-hand side. Should pick off a few kills here. Sees one lying down, takes down Trout. Second one, that's Eurasian. Nice play from him.
Nice play, just set himself up. Nearly choked the first shot there. And he got himself into a good position to get a couple of kills. And that's going to be his third kill of this. Actually, I think it's his fifth kill of the set. With 30 seconds left on that hard point. He's going to pick up his score screen any second now. He's patrolling this area quite well, anchoring himself down. Oh, gets very unfortunate. Taken out by Defiant. Stay on board with him with the M8.
XA's, it isn't their best game type hardpoint, if we're honest, from what we've seen today. They came up against Prophecy early on in those group stages, and well, let's just say that it was a very one-sided game.
Well, it's to be expected, though. I would probably put Prophecy the favourites for this tournament so far.
I was speaking to Gucci earlier on, and we said who's your predictions for the whole tournament. What's yours?
Top 3 scorecast. I'm going for it. Okay, Prophecy.
Yep.
Nemesis, TCM.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because we having a look at the bracket, we can see that Prophecy, they're most likely going to play Equilibrium in their semi-final, and it's going to be a NES TCM.
Cares just absolutely wiped Defiant now there. Nice jump shot, sorry. And what are you saying? Sorry, Benson?
Yeah, we're going to have a TCM versus NES semi-final, so we could be looking at a winner bracket final, potentially NES, Prophecy. That seems to be how a lot of people are going towards, but Cares actually got 2 round there, turns, immediately shuts down Trout, and this score difference is getting very, very high, 149, 239. Can Care find another 2 on this left-hand side? Sees Trout finally outguns him. Let's have a look. Defiant's actually on that hardpoint, currently on a 2 streak right now. Can he try and extend?
Yes, 6 minutes left on that clock, so they have a long time to get this score back. Only down about 100 points, and he needs to hold that. Nice play by Defiant, staying alive. He needs some support from his teammates, although 5 seconds left on the clock. He can actually just hold up the enemy team here. If he can get a stun out there as well, he's going to slow them down the next hard point. Go for those kills. He might as well slow them down. Nice shot by Defiant there. He's going to move back around the outside, though. Hellstorm coming in on Emily. That's going to just momentarily delay the hard point capture, but XA are currently on board in that one at the moment.
Yeah, Defiant did really well. His teammates all overextended towards this next hard point by Statue. He was left all by himself, and he managed to survive, but unfortunately there, got a little bit lost, didn't really know who to aim at, as he saw 3 of the opposition on that hard point. Unfortunate play from him, but he's going to launch that nade over. That should connect with 1. No, doesn't even get a hit marker. He scouted 1 on that left-hand side. He baited out the shot. He's going to jump in, immediately getting shut down, though, by Forces. And it's looking very good for 7F with KCX on a 4 streak, going for the pre-fire on the right-hand side. Has actually just seen someone. Is he going to try and go for that kill? He's actually running a swarm. Now, this is very, very ambitious. I'm not sure if this is intentional or if this is accidental. Maybe he was scrimming, or
I tell you what, if he gets a couple of kills with those kill streaks, score streaks he currently does have, then you know he'll be on his way there. I was actually watching Prophecy before. And Tommy managed to get dogs during the game.
And then Swanee immediately responded with an EMP system. Literally, it took him about 20 seconds. He had an EMP system. No idea how he did it, but he did. And ironically, as soon as he called that in, his Xbox crashed. Just saying. Just saying.
He played his Xbox?
He did. Well, he must have done. But Prophecy looking very, very strong. But back in this game, 7F, 197 to 78. Such a big deficit now for XA to try and come back into. His Synth gets himself a 2-piece. Can KCX just defend this hardpoint? Still has that Hellstorm. He is still on the streak, though. He's going to have to work very, very hard if he's going to try and find a Swarm. It has shut down Emily. Sees the second. That was Eurasian. And he's going to get the secure. You could see he was trying to get those extra points, but he did finally get shut down. And let's have a look at Forces currently on this hardpoint.
Yeah, Forces seem to be walking away with this. It still is not actually over, but it is looking that way at the moment. You know, 7F coming into this, I mean, I'm not really aware of the team. You know, so they're a bit of an unknown entity, but they are probably expecting to take out XA here. I would
have thought so. You know, XA, they finished second in the group. I'm pretty sure 7F, they finished second as well. And maybe one, they may have actually finished third. I'm not entirely sure. We can check after the game. But with 3 minutes 37, XA, it's not really been a competition that we would have liked to have seen. It hasn't really been very close. 7F have just completely controlled this map. As you can see, Force is just going to try and get himself a 2-piece. He's managed to shut down Emily. He knows Trap was around there. Picks off the assist, turns, taken down. There's 35 seconds left on the current hard point, which means 7F can actually win it on this. And it's looking like that's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, if we just look at the map, it's not looking like they're going to close it off right now. But only 8 points to go, and with another 22 seconds on that hard point, they're going to probably try and push in there. Although it wouldn't surprise me to just see them set up on the next one, you know, let XA have some points. And actually, they have managed to push in there. Yeah, 4 points. And that is going to be map number 1 to go to 7-off. Yeah, and let's not forget, this is a best of 5. And just having a look at our map set, I believe the next map is going to be some Search and Destroy on Express, followed by CTF Standoff, Hardpoint Raid, and then Search and Destroy Meltdown. And, you know, XA, not the best Search and Destroy team. I think they would be the first to say that. I'm pretty surprised they actually lost like this in the hardpoint. I know this isn't their favourite map, speaking to them before this game, but I would have thought it would have been a little bit closer than that, so they're going to be pretty disappointed about that result, no doubt. So they're going to be looking at trying to come back strong in this next Search and Destroy. And I would say the player to really watch out for has been Defiant today for this XA team. He has just consistently been going clutch time and time again.
Saying that, Defiant not having the best of games there. Eurasian, you know, he's putting a couple of good kills, but Emily actually top of the scoreboard for XA and top of the scoreboard in total by the looks of it. So she had a pretty decent game. And we're going to go on board with Express S&D.
I'm hoping the mics picked that up.
Yeah,
that would have been.
I definitely heard it
good, good, because Mr. Bricey has just joined the stand, if you will, and
the stand.
Well, the stage. What do you want to call it?
Well, we'll call it the floor where nobody is, because at this moment in time,
that's a depressing attitude.
Unfortunately, we don't actually have anybody watching the cut stream.
That's a very depressing attitude.
Right, live, yeah. It's not live on the screen, so.
Well, that would have helped, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
As we look over at Melworth, who has just realised that map was played without anything actually being played on the floor. But Mr. Bricey has come to watch his team, the XA Academy, obviously working for XG. And trying to be rooting on his team. But no doubt, I'm not sure, did you actually see Trout's victory dance earlier on?
I did.
That was amazing.
It was amazing, at the same time it wasn't amazing.
You just have to, even fair play to him, you know, he's getting in on this competitive edge, I guess. But
I think Shane's comment summed it up. I remember my first line.
Yeah, that was highly amusing. Good old Shane. I would love to see those two play, because Defiant and banter with Shane, it would just be the best banter game in the world. As Bricey has actually managed to just break the stream somehow.
Hasn't really done much this weekend. All I see him is
I just keep seeing him eating and drinking, and that's it.
Sitting, playing LOL, drinking.
That's about all he has done.
That's all he does.
Well, this Search and Destroy is going to get underway. We're going to start off with 7F on the attacking side, as Care is going to be trying to go straight down the middle. So that M8A1, going to be using the stock attachment as well, and he tries to peek, but Trout's going to have none of that. And already 4 versus 3. As KCX is going to try and get some control of this top showbox synth. Actually shuts down Emily as well. So it's going to be 3 versus 3. And it looks like, well, that's never good to see, is it, really, in Search? Eurasian's mistakes were made. Well, they certainly were. He's managed to take himself down. But nice anticipation from KCX. Actually goes back for the challenge. Defiant pokes out and does get that kill. Let's have a look at Synth, who's going to be left all by himself. 1 versus 2. Finds 1. Can he defend this bomb site for another 36 seconds?
He's in a good position to do so, and he's going to get himself on top of this train. He has to be careful in case he peeks out underneath. He could be anywhere where he's looking right now, and he's not. Oh, he just got the kill on the Defiant there. Defiant nearly takes him out. Not great shooting by Cynthia at all. I think if we watch this on the round ending kill cam.
A little bit windy.
Yeah.
Just managed to pick up the kill there, and I suppose that's what counts. As Defiant desperately trying to leapfrog across towards the bomb to get a little bit of cover. but unfortunately it wasn't to be. And that's going to go down in the books as a nice little clutch there from Synth. It's going to be 1-0 now to this 7F lineup, as we're now on board with the XA team. Let's have a look at Emily. She's played very, very well so far throughout the tournament, but a bit of a mistake here. They've actually neglected to pick up the bomb.
Oh, have they realised? I don't think they have, you know.
Well, that comes down to something as basic as communication. Obviously, this team not been together for very long. They are now going to need to go for those kills.
No.
It's 2 versus 2. And, well, 2 versus 1.
Yeah, so Eurasian's actually going to go back for the bomb, hopefully.
Pricey just hurling abuse at the screen, trying to give his team a little bit of support. As Eurasian, he's going to have to flank back and get that, and that's really going to be very time consuming. And it's really lucky that 7F didn't realise that, and it looks like now they are going to have to extend toward B. However, it is a 2 versus 1, and it looks like the 7F player is going to be at B. Here's Eurasian going to scout him out to his left. It looks like he's on that little corridor towards the top catwalk. Has actually gone all the way to top catwalk. They should get this bomb down relatively easily.
Yeah, they should actually hold this now. They are both watching the correct way, although they've just both turned their backs on the player, and that's a nice shot by Kurt to take out Eurasian. On board with Trout. I'm not too sure Ken knows where he is. Let's have a look where he is at this moment in time. Checking around. Trout needs to just stay alive. If I was Trout, I'd be just sitting there. They're going to come in contact. Tense moments here.
Yep, 26 seconds left. It's 1 versus 1. See both players being very tentative. Trout, if he'd stayed a second longer, he would have seen him. 20 seconds left on this bomb. And Trout is going to have that gunfight. Does win it as well. Takes down Care 7F, and that is going to be 1 round apiece now in this search and destroy.
Yeah, here is your round-ending kill cam on board with Trout. Just pre-aiming where he's going to come. Very nice, easy shot, although I think Kerr did actually land some bullets. As we hear Brycey, the single spectator here.
I wish we could pan the camera across just to Brycey sat there enjoying himself.
I don't think our camera pans.
No, probably not. But we'll switch it up, get on board with 7F once again. And Synth's currently 3-1, so he's having a relatively decent game so far. And you just stay on board with him, as it looks like they've decided to go for this A bomb site push. Very, very common on this map. As you can see, a few kills being exchanged already. 4 versus 2 in 7F's favour. XA are going to have to try and produce something special now. They're going to try and win this round.
If we can actually have just a look at the minimap to see where they are. Well, we've got somebody come behind. Defiant's going to get spotted out. Synth takes him out. Now 4v1 situation in favour of Synth, in favour of 7F, sorry. And Eurasian managed to take out Key 6 and Forces running towards him with bullets going down onto him as well. It's not looking good for Eurasian.
Well, let's have a look at him. He's going to take down the second. This could be an epic clutch from him. Bomb does go down. He hasn't seen that bomb carrier. I think, did he just go in train? No, he didn't. He's actually gone in the left-hand side of that showbox. He's going to see someone top train, though. This could be a 1 versus 4. He's managed to shut down 3. Epic play from him so far.
He's done very well. Unfortunately, it looks like he might actually... he needs to be quick about this, though. He does only have 25 seconds left on that clock, and he's running away from where the 7F member currently is.
Well, he's going to see him very shortly to his left-hand side. If he looks there, he is inside that building. Has he disappeared? Oh, this is such bad timing for him. He's only got 11 seconds left.
He needed to be a lot quicker with what he was doing there. Unfortunately, it's not going to come off.
Well, he's gone for the kill.
Oh, he makes it very well. You know, that kill could actually be important in the end, because that might
get his R60.
And yes, exactly, RCXD. So he played that quite well in the end. He was just a little bit late. Does manage to pick up the kill, though.
Well, very, very unfortunate play. But still, he managed to get all 4 kills. So it's very, very good play. He got the 1 versus 4. He just couldn't get that defuse. And at the end of the day, like we said, he has managed to get his R60 out of that. So as long as he uses that well, that isn't a waste, because he is actually still alive. Obviously, he didn't die. Yes. The bomb didn't kill him. He's still on that score streak as well. So as long as we don't see him in the kill feed anytime soon, it is still okay. We're on board with Emily right now. She's pushing this right-hand side, although it looks like her teammates have actually decided to go for a B rush. So she is all by herself, and she is going to have a play to her right-hand side. She is going to see that, needs to make this kill. Gets a lot of hit markers and does connect with it as well. And it is going to be 2 versus 1. Eurasian and Emily both up.
Slow down that play a little bit.
Should get the kill. No, Eurasian actually managed to snipe that away.
Yeah, she's just a little bit predictable there, sprinting there. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think she really has. This is her first event.
Yes.
So she may not be fully experienced and competitive, but she rushed in there a little bit too quickly for me. Thankfully, Eurasian's there to pick up the pieces. And that is now going to be 2-2. Of course, Eurasian does actually have a score streak. Let's see if he's going to use it. I don't think he'll use it at 2-2. Maybe if it gets a little bit more tense. But
he's
we'll go on board
very close to his Hellstorm. Very, very
that could be interesting. He needs to stay alive. I expect he's going to pick up a pretty non-risk position. Oh, saying that, he's
straight down the middle.
Oh, he's getting a kill as well. And you know what? There's all of his score streaks. Brilliant player by him. And you know what? He's set himself up very nicely to do something. A great play by Eurasian. Is he going to get another kill as well? He's defending the speed bomb site on his own with that M8. He does have a teammate who is currently alive, and he's going to snipe with KCX.
Well, Emily is now in a 1 versus 2. She knows that bomb is going to be going down. Does manage to kill the bomb planter, so it's going to be 1 versus 1. Sniper against AR. No doubt that sniper will probably have an SMG secondary. That seems to be a very, very common theme. She's done the right thing. She's extending round. However, that bomb is going to be going down on B. Can she try and pick off the kill? Well,
he's right. He's managed to get away. Has she actually spotted him? I think she might know which direction he's going in. Let's see what's going to happen if we go back on Bo Emily, because he currently is behind. Oh, she needs to lie down, stay alive. No, stay alive right there now. All you need to do, just try and draw him out. Do not sacrifice anything here. Still 20 seconds left on the clock, but
this is exactly what we saw last time.
Yeah.
What could be a good play right now, she has that concussion. If she could probably hit that concussion and go straight for the defuse. Oh, however, it's not going to be, no. Yeah. She just got completely rushed and taken out of the game. Not much she could do. However, XA, you know, they're looking a little tentative. However, we've got to remember, obviously, Eurasian, with all 3 of those score streaks, he can use them. The only question is, how is he going to use them? Is he going to wait to see if he's left last alive again and have to go clutch? Or is he just going to use them very, very aggressively?
I would say at this moment in time, it's getting to the crunch point. If they pull 2 rounds ahead, I'm not sure. We'll go on board with him. Let's see what he's going to do. I mean,
he's only 9-3.
He's having a very good game so far. Yeah, he's best on the scoreboard at the moment, although his team is currently losing. A bit more consistency from XA, and you know they could take him up here.
Yeah. And it does look like Eurasian's planning on using them a little bit more aggressively. Defiant takes down first blood, so Eurasian could be clearing out that A bomb site, or he may have actually just pinged. I think he has pinged. Yeah, he pinged it. He wanted to see exactly where those red dots were so he could try and assist his teammates.
That's smart play. Very smart play.
It is, but they need to try and make sure it works, because obviously now he hasn't got that ping on his lightning strike, which means he has basically a blind lightning strike. However, they have made it work, as it's a 4 versus 1 scenario, and Defiant picks off that 4th.
Yeah, I think that's all about Eurasian. Just having a look at that little computer screen you get when you do actually call in that lightning strike, and picking out where the 7F team were. Obviously, they won't be using cold-blooded or anything like that. So, great play by him. Defiant taking out the final kill, and that's going to be 3-3. And we'll stay on board with XA, because they're playing quite well here. I mean, they came to this event. I was speaking to Defiant, and he's only actually ever won 1 game at LAN.
Yep.
And they've won 2 at this event. So
ironically, do you want to know an interesting fact?
Go on, then.
He's never won a game whilst teaming with Brycey.
Well, that would explain something. Eurasian has just been taken out with the sniper by KCF of the 7F team. Care taking him out as well. The last man alive last woman alive, is going to be Emily. Grenade onto the bomb. Should have cooked it maybe a little bit longer. Really needs to make that kill. She wants any hope of pulling this off. Currently in a 1 versus 2 situation.
Well, she's anticipating being rushed, but that rush hasn't come. She's doing the smart thing by trying to go on the flank, but no doubt that player is going to be pre-aiming. Oh, it got very windy very quickly there for Emily. And that's going to be very unfortunate. She's now going to have to back off, try and backtrack around. It is still 2 versus 1 though. 21 seconds left. I don't think she's got enough time to actually try and do this.
No, she's going to be very lucky if she gets away with this. She really did need to make that kill that she's seeing. Yeah, it's not going to happen now. She's not in a very good position. She's going to have somebody coming around straight behind her also. Although she's going to get the kill on KCF, what she's going to have to do now is look for that final kill, because that's going to help her out in the score streaks.
Yep, no doubt she's not going to get challenged. Staying right at the very back, but she's done the smart thing. She managed to stay alive, make sure she didn't feed any kill streaks. Boosted her own score streaks points up a little bit. However, they are round down. They are desperately going to need to try and use some of Eurasian score streaks now a lot more effectively. They've waited very, very long. He still has all 3 in the bag to use. However, he now really needs to put them to good use.
It's just been made aware on Twitter that cold-blooded does not actually prevent the airstrike, the ping coming up by the all-knowledgeable Marky B.
Good old Marky. Thank you, Marky.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, it's going to be a 3 versus 3 for now, as a few kills were just exchanged. Make that 3 versus 2. Eurasian's desperately trying to make this kill and doesn't do so. You can't really be challenging that close.
He doesn't need to do that. He was flying away with the bullets there, and Emily really needs to make this kill. Lots of hit markers going down. Take your time now, Emily. You know exactly where they know exactly where you are now. Shoot the hit markers coming up on the map. Currently on bomb Emily. Now she's going to pick up the 2nd kill. Is she going to get the 3rd?
The last player was directly to that player's right. Bomb is in a terrible, terrible position. She's going to have to extend all the way around. She only has 36 seconds to do so, so time is of the essence. She may actually just have to try and find the kill. She's very close to her first RCXD score streak as well. So she doesn't really want to give away a pointless death. However, it's not looking good as the bomb is in just such an abysmal place.
Now it looks like they might actually meet here. She's gonna have to. Oh,
she's not got enough time.
By the time she gets there, I don't think she will. Oh, they might actually meet though.
Yeah.
Oh, huge clutch by Emily there. Brilliant, brilliant shot. You're going to see this coming up on your round-ending kill cam. That's now 4-4. That was a 1v3 from her there.
It was. And very, very nice.
Great shot, actually.
Considering she got a little bit windy in that last round, she managed to stay composed. Really nice accuracy from her, and she managed to pick off that kill right when it mattered most. It was only about 6 seconds left. She had that tough decision. Does she go for the plant, or does she go for the kill?
She got the kill. RCXD as well.
And that means, you know, there's 2 players now for this XA team that have those score streaks. Not only have we got Eurasian, who still has all 3 of those score streaks, Emily as well. But let's have a look at 7F. They are on attack. How are they going to set up? You can see it looks like they've gone for more of a B rush, as Synth is going to be making moves down towards this B bomb site now.
On ball with Synth, and here comes the RCXD from Eurasian. Let's see if this is going to take anybody on the 7F team out. I think they're being very, very cautious.
I think it just got blown up.
Yeah, I definitely had an explosion go down there, whether it was a good aid or not. Trout taking out KCF though, although Synth is getting himself in a good position. You really need to make your kills when you're pushing around the back, although Forces is going to come in and clean that up on Emily now. Has Eurasian been taken out?
Let's have a look. Yes, Eurasian has been taken out. It's Defiant and Trout up for this XA team, as Synth is going to get very weak, decides to back off. Is he going to climb up? Nope. Trout gets taken down, as does Defiant. 5-4. Very, very close game of search and destroy right now. But you have to say, Eurasian got his score streaks in the round, I think it was 3, I believe, maybe 4, and he just hasn't used them at all. And because of that, now we've got a very, very close game. If he dies, like he did that round.
Yeah, I mean, saying that though, Emily does have an RCXD, so I fully expect that RCXD to go flying in pretty soon on in the round. Then I would imagine, I mean, I don't know if anybody else has any score streaks. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look at the 7F lineup. Nope, no score streaks at all for them. It's all about whether Eurasian can use these score streaks correctly. He still has that health on. Emily's RCXD is coming out, so it looks like they are going to be going towards an A site. As Eurasian just trying to ping, but I think once you've used your first ping, you can't actually see it again. So he may actually be just calling this in blind.
He's just going to call.
He's actually pinged it.
Yeah, I think he has actually managed to spot somebody behind it. Might reset after the round. I mean,
I'm not actually sure. I've never tried.
Yeah, I know. I've never really tried that or seen anybody do it. So smart play by Eurasian. I'd imagine he's probably going to call this in now.
Nope. She sees the red dot on his radar, turns, shuts down Forces, saving Emily's life. She was obviously right at the back of the spawn because she was calling in her RCXD, but that's only 1 kill down. In comes the Hellstorm. He's going to use this as vision now. He sees someone on the top catwalk, does connect with that kill. Nice play from him. It's going to be a 4 versus 2 now. Let's have a look at Synth. 35 seconds left for him to try and find 2. He's seen 1 top sky box, and he's got another one just to his right-hand side. 1 versus 4 potentially.
Oh, now he gets turned on by Defiant there. On board with Synth, he's not going to pick it up. That's going to be 5-5, and I'm pretty sure Eurasian does still have a score streak available.
Yeah, he has that lightning strike. He didn't actually use it. He decided to go for his Hellstorm just to get a bit of extra vision on the map. Managed to get a kill with it as well, so it was a smart play from him. However, at 5-5, you have to question his timing of these score streaks, because if they don't actually go ahead and take this map, gotta say, you know, he should have used his score streaks
earlier on to help his team when they were a bit more precarious position, because they took that round very, very easily. Their play in general was good. I don't think, I mean, obviously the score streaks would have helped. I mean, currently on board with Synth from 7F, who are currently on the attack. Let's see what XA can do to defend. They went for a 2-2 split on both the bomb sites, and all of 7F went towards it.
Well, XA, surprised we haven't seen any score streaks just yet. Just as I say it, here it comes.
It's not going to get anybody though.
No, but at least he has that vision. Bit of a waste though, if I'm honest, as 7F with already 2 down. That's going to be 3.
That's going to be 3.
It's going to be left to this man Eurasian. If he's going to go clutch, he's got 1 top catwalk taken down almost immediately, and that is going to be 2-0 now to 7F in this best of 5.
Yeah, that was very, very crucial for 7F to come away with that now, because I feel as if XA had managed to get the S&D, maybe a little bit of momentum on their side, but now it's going to be CTF on standoff.
Yep, standoff was a map I played quite a lot of yesterday when we were playing against the XA team. Me and Gooch managed to win that every time we played it.
Oh yeah, so there you go. 12-7 for Eurasian now. Very nice play. Emily 8-6.
I'm gonna have to say, gotta favour 7F right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've definitely looked the stronger team throughout all the series. Definitely. I mean, XA there, they probably could have picked that up with a couple of decent clutches coming off by Eurasian and Emily, but left it a little bit too late in the end. Unfortunately, this 12-7 by Eurasian was not enough, and we are going to go on to Slums capture the flag. Apparently, I'm pretty sure it's standoff on our list.
they'll just do whatever maps they want to do. It's
Yeah, we'll just
it's
let them.
fine.
I don't really care.
As long as they want to play the map they want to play, and they all agree, it's fine.
Not really.
No, I know.
It seems we're on the camera, by the way.
I want to play. I'm keen.
No, we're on the camera.
Oh, we're on the camera. Oh,
Yeah,
hi.
because we're on the screen over there. Hi, guys.
We are in fact on the stream. I feel.
Yes, we are. For the first time today, for the first time in a while. When was the last time we casted together?
Last I-Series? Yeah.
No, we did it online. Did we?
No.
Nobody knows.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. The online podcaster. We casted an American show match.
Yes. Yes.
That was a while ago.
Actually. No, yeah, that was it. Yeah, okay, never mind.
See, we're having to brainstorm the last time we casted together. That's how long it's been. It's your fault.
Wow. Is it?
Yeah. You know, you don't have any time for me.
Yeah.
Well, it looks
Soon.
like they've decided soon. Soon.
Well, EGL coming up next weekend,
Yeah,
and
of
then
course.
the COD Championships as well.
The week
We've
after.
got plenty of opportunities, don't worry, while we're in LA.
I'm going to be sick of you, aren't I? I'm going to be
While we're
so
in Los
sick of you.
Angeles.
I'm going to be so sick. 11 hours with you on the same plane is going to be murder.
Oh, well, no, sorry, I thought you were not coming in our peasant class.
Hey,
as you
I don't
put
want to
it.
go in cattle class, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Cattle
That's
class.
what it's known as within the BA staff, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's right.
That's nothing. That's not really related.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, I'm bored with Eurasian. Currently running the M8, and we're going to change it up.
Should we stay with Eurasian?
Yeah, we'll stay with
He played well. We'll give him his vision or his stream time. However, one thing that we did notice when watching XA play CTF earlier on is they are so defensive. They like to have one AR pretty much stay by the flag just to make sure it doesn't get pulled. And obviously that sacrifices. They can't really fight for that map control. When they actually pull a flag, they have no support. So it all comes down to individual moments of brilliance from their SMGs.
We could possibly have a pretty boring game now, because I know some CTF is pretty slow anyway.
Let's actually switch over to one of the SMGs. Let's go with it. Oh, no, Curse, that's Defiant. And Trout seems to actually be pulling out an SMG. He has been renowned for using his Type 25. He absolutely loves that gun. He was playing relatively well with it earlier on. But let's have a look now if he can try and get himself into a position to actually pull this flag. Has the support of Emily, and she's going to no doubt try and get that police car spawn glitch. But no, Trout's actually going to go there as well just to make sure they get that kill. Turns, doesn't see that second, but he's got himself an RCXD car for his efforts.
Oh, we should have made that kill. Nice shot by Kerr in the end there, and we're going to go on board with the Eurasian, who has actually managed to pull the flag. Nice little setup by XA here. He needs to get across. You shouldn't really be challenging that there. It's just left his team a little bit disadvantaged. Although Defiant coming up with a two-piece in the middle of the map, staying on board with him as the flag gets run down the blue side with cover from Trout, who's going to take out Kerr. And this is looking good for a flag run for XA. Oh, although saying that, they haven't tracked back with their player. First thing you learn in CTF, track back with the flag. They haven't done so. Synth's come up clutch now, a two-piece for him. He's going to run that flag all the way down this left-hand side. And, you know, classic counter cap there. Very, very well played by Synth. Taking out the flag runner, taking out another two members of the enemy team all the way back. Not great play by XA.
Well, it's going to be all down to Emily if she's going to try and go clutch. But unfortunately, she's not going to be able to do so. And Synth is going to get a fantastic counter cap there. Like you said, he managed to get that two-piece, managed to pull the flag as well. And 7F's actually going for a relay. And I was talking about this earlier on, actually, last week, when we were saying about how this game, we don't really see any relays in CTF.
I missed that because I used to, when the sign of a good team is somebody who can set up for a very, very good relay. And, you know, in former Call of Duties, you used to be able to see a team, if they got set up well and they had a solid setup, then they could run 3 or 4 flags off the bat, like nothing.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it doesn't happen on this game, unfortunately.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's to do with the spawns more than anything. It isn't very easy to spawn trap on this game.
Yep.
So it is all down to that, really. I mean, maybe it is easy to spawn trap. Nobody's actually found out how to do it yet.
There's some sort of crazy. Well, I mean, for example, this map we know the police car spawn trap.
Yeah, there is that.
That is very, very big spawn trap. And if you can get your team set up nicely with one player covering the blue spawn as well, they will continuously spawn right at the very back. Now 7F trying to go for another flag, unfortunately shut down by Trap, but they already have a 2-0 lead, which is pretty substantial considering there's only been 3 minutes gameplay.
Yeah, and of course this map is not a high-scoring map usually within CTF.
Yep.
And actually, coming back to the relay point, I think it's to do with the maps as well. I don't think there's necessarily... There's 3 different channels on most maps.
Yeah.
There is right-hand side, middle, left. So I think that's a lot to do with having the players... a lot of different spawn points you can have on the map because of the different channels that there is. And instead of just spawning them at the back, this map pushes them up, which maybe is a reason that CTF isn't as favoured as it was in other games.
Yeah, obviously, this game everyone seems to be favouring hard point, the brand new game
with
mode.
good reason, because
it's amazing. I suck at it, but it is amazing to watch. Every single time we see a hard point, it goes literally to the last few seconds of great teams. Wow,
it's just had a nightmare.
He really has. He stopped shooting. He thought Trout was going to die, but unfortunately he didn't. 7F has actually got that flag away though, and with some good cover from his teammates, this flag should go in, unless there is going to be one XA player who needs to go big for his team here. I'm not entirely sure who that is. It's going to be Eurasian. Eurasian gets dropped 3-0.
Yeah, 7F coming away with us now. We're seeing a couple of score streaks rack up as well, and all you can see is a 7F win. Unfortunately, XA will probably now get knocked down into the loser bracket. They had a pretty decent group though. I mean,
they did.
In the end, they did get battered off Prophecy, but
I think that was expected. Yeah,
I mean, the rest of the other two teams though, they went through with relative ease. Really, I mean, I was watching behind them and it was
looking comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable. I mean, it wasn't in the sense of they were slapping them, but you know, I mean, they might get dropped in the losers bracket. Well, they are probably going to get dropped in the losers bracket now, and get a decent little run on them. So you know, I mean, I think you'd probably be happy with the event so far anyway.
Defiant definitely will be. He's doubled his amount of wins at LAN in a day, so he's going to be very, very chuffed with that. As XA trying to go for a late flag, but they have left it too late, and it's going to get shut down anyway by KCX. As you can just see, Forces trying to find their spawns, shuts down Trout for the round-ending kill cam, and that's 3-0. I mean, if you were XA now, how do you change this up? How do you come back into this game when you're 3-0 down?
3 SMGs.
3 SMGs.
Yeah, you have to go hard.
Ruthless aggression. Yep, you've got to, especially when you're 2-0 down as well in the best of 5. No, 2 in the best of 5.
Yeah, they really.
This is their last map, essentially.
In terms of the map, they really need to switch to SMGs. I mean, Emily's running SMG, so is Defiant. No, they're just going. Trout
and Emily have switched it up, which is interesting. He's going to be using his AN94. He has got his RCXD car, but nothing substantial score streak wise, as those sensory grenades are going to go down. And you see, this there, for example, that brief moment there where you saw Trout and Eurasian running next to each other, things like that, those small mistakes can cost you. It comes down to communication. Exactly that. I mean, just not all covering the right way can cost you, as we're seeing 7F on another flagpole. Eurasian has taken down his teammate, which isn't going to do him any favours, as Care's going to get himself a 2-piece, and this is looking like it could become a bit of a rout.
Yeah, and 7F going to come away with us now. That's going to be 4-0. Can't see any way back for XA, unfortunately, and they needed a good start to that round, to the half, sorry, and they didn't get it.
No, they really did. In fact, it couldn't have gone worse if they tried, because Synth has actually got himself a Hellstorm as well. And you can see XA very much pinned on that far left side of the map.
Yeah, they were actually on the better side last round as well when they were 3-0 down. So, unfortunately for them, it's looking like they're going to go crashing into that losers bracket. Still 4 minutes left on the clock, of course, though, so we will run this game out. Death Machine as well for Synth, so it's not looking great for XA.
No, there really is no way back at this point, as Emily is going to get destroyed, for lack of a better word, there by Synth. Managed to get the jump shot. And is this going to be another flag? It's looking like it is. Synth has one player to his right. He can just completely out-juke him and just go straight for the cap if he chooses. But he's just going to be playing it safe. Maybe a little bit too cautious. Could have run that in by now, surely. As there we go. Runs that flag and gets the 200 points. And he's very close to actually overlapping that Hellstorm. He's going to have to use this one. It's nice 2-piece from him, shutting down Trout as well. But no intention of using his score streaks yet.
No, he's going to use it now, though. And we're going to see the airstrikes coming in. It's going to get 1-2. Nice play by him.
My days.
Oh, now he gets the 4th kill. Very unfortunate. But nice play. He's had a good game. Let's actually have a look at the scoreboards if we can.
Well, 25 and 11. Care 25 and 11. But the difference is Synth 3 caps, 2 returns.
Yeah, so he's having a very good slaying game and an objective game, and Eurasian is not having a great game. No. 7 and 18 now. Had a very good S&D, but he's let himself down a little bit on the CTF.
He has, and that tends to have been the story from watching them. Eurasian not performing as well as he should be in these CTF games, but he's a standout player in the Search and Destroy in a way, because he did play very, very well. However, 7F now are quite simply running these flags for fun. As you can see, Synth just running straight into the enemy spawn. Not a care in the world, as he is going to be able to run this in and make this 6-0 without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, that is going to be 6-0 as Zeb Benson. 200 points for the flag capture. That's going to boost himself to another few score streaks, and I'm going to say double kill.
No, I think you've left that way too late. You really should have burst that a bit earlier.
I was actually having this conversation with you beforehand. I think it does take a little bit of skill to use the Hellstorm missile. To know when you're going to release that is very important. It can make the difference between no kills and 4 kills. It
really can. I mean, there you saw a prime example of leaving it a little bit too late. Synth trying to lock in that spawn trap, did get shut down by Emily at 7-0. This was game over quite a while ago, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think it was at half time. I think XA really needed a miracle to come back from that anyway, because they were on the bad side, 3-0 down. It's not looking bright for you. But Forster's played very well for his team. For 7F, he's flying in there. I mean, they're just slowing the slaying press there in the end. I mean, Forces and XCF not having the greatest slaying games, but the other two have absolutely dominated the whole XA team. So, unfortunate for XA, 1 minute and 20 seconds left on that clock. Could be another couple of flags, but you know, they'll drop in the loser bracket and try and get through a few games. There is worse teams than them here. So
yeah, I think I would agree with you with that. That is true. Synth was on a 6 kill streak. 1 minute left. He's on 35 kills right now. Do you reckon he has a chance of dropping a 40 bomb? That's the only real question now.
No, he doesn't have any score streaks.
No, he's going to get taken down now with less than 60 seconds. Flag is going to get returned there. That was by Defiant, so nice play to him. Stay on board with Synth to see if we can try and produce a bit of a kill flurry right at the very, very end. 47 seconds left. He's got a few red dots on his radar. He's going to have to backtrack. Just going to try and stop the consolation flag from XA. He's going to see somebody garage and gets a few hit markers there. Very, very ambitious play indeed. Can he pick this up?
Synth gets taken out. 29 seconds left on that clock. Still 7-0 to 7F, who have come through and really just dominated XA here. 20 seconds left.
Yeah, 20 seconds left right now. Synth is going to see someone in the garage, but is going to get shut down there by Trout, and that is going to be
formality now.
3-0 now to this 7F lineup. And the next game we're going to go into is the Prophecy game, and
yeah, we're going to go into Prophecy's game. I'm not 100% sure they're in. They did actually get a bye in the first round, so.
And this is actually their second round. They're playing it against a team called Redemption. So we're going to see Redemption versus Prophecy up next. I think we can actually just go ahead and join straight into that game, as a few of the TCM players have come out of their booth.
Oh, Monksy's clapping.
We've got
what a surprise.
Monksy and Jake, who is currently munching on. What are they?
Were you around?
He's going to throw us stuff.
Were you around for the Monksy Clapman incident?
No, but Jake is currently throwing stuff at me very hard.
It was. I think they got interviewed, and Monksy did a little clap at the end of the interview. It's like infamous. Hit me up with some sweets here. Come on, guys. Come on. No, don't chuck it. Oh my god. No, underarm.
Well,
that's pathetic.
That hasn't gone very well for them. But anyway, we can join the Prophecy games. Do you want to cast? Yeah. You and Gooch haven't casted for a while, have you?
We'll make it happen.
You make it happen. I'll leave and let you and Gooch produce the magic on this Prophecy game.
Thank you, Benson. Hello, Gucci. What, mate?
A very good evening to you all. Hello, Mr. Tunn. How are you?
I'm alright, mate. Monksy's trying to... What? No, Monksy, no, you are not coming to cast. No, you can sit there and spectate. No, don't point at me like that.
Actually, I think tomorrow we should get some of the more experienced players in on the stream.
Tomorrow, I don't think we're going to have too many games actually, because I think most of the games are actually being played today. And guys, I think we are actually going to play all the way to the winners bracket final tonight. And I think we're trying to get
time depending, of course.
Time depending, but of course we are going to try and get an earlier final for you tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm leaving at 7 o'clock, so
it would be nice if we could get the final earlier so that you could be around for that, of course. But
around for it? What do you mean? Like as in
like being in the venue when the final happens, rather than being on.
You're not saying I'll be casting it?
Rather than being on a train back to Newcastle.
Yeah, no. What's wrong with Newcastle? Well, that's what
I was not saying anything against Newcastle, Tom. But no, so. The game that you just spectated, was that the
XA taking on 7F. Yeah. 7F really walking away with it in the end. Right?
Yeah, the S&D was really close. I watched from the point of view of XA. I was sat behind those guys.
Hardpoint and CTF.
Yeah, the respawn gamers didn't really show what the XA lineup were capable of.
No,
but
I think
the S&D was quite close.
It was quite close, but at the same time, we felt Eurasian should have used these score streaks maybe a bit sooner.
Yeah,
because he had them built up for so many rounds, and then it got to the crunch and they didn't come off. You know, you really want to try and use them. It is about using them when you're in a bit of a pressure situation.
Yeah.
But then, you know, you want to try and... When it got to 5-5, it's a bit too tense, and if they mess up, that's what you're banking on them winning. And it
yeah, exactly. It was sort of going on the basis of they would win him that round, and of course they didn't.
Yeah, but what we did like is when he was bringing up the console, and it was just spotting where all the players were from.
Yeah.
Because obviously all the little dots come up on the menu, on that little console that they do have with this, the lightning strike. But we are actually go on board with the Prophecy game. It's going to be raid on hard point. Why am I getting waved at? Right, okay. Anyway, I'm going to go on board with the Prophecy against RDM game. I'm going to go straight on board with Swanee, and this is going to be hard point on raid. Currently contested. On board with Swanee, using this M8, taking out Whiteman straight away. RDM not doing too bad for themselves, but it is looking like it's going to be a Prophecy hard point straight away.
Is this our first look at the new God Squad live here on the stream?
The God Squad, so to speak, yes. I've been sitting behind them and they've been performing very well, but against opposition who's not really
on the par with their
trying to be respectful. Yeah, I mean, if we stay on board with Swanee, let's see what he can do, because obviously I can't remember a time where Swanee and Tommy have teamed together. Possibly two of the best slayers on the game. Then of course you have Gunshi, where, you know, Gunshi is a talisman of competitive console.
Talisman of Call of Duty. I mean, yes, of course, Gunshi and Excellence are both back together. Was it Excellence that overtook Gunch as the most achieved player just last week? Yeah.
So, Tommy coming up with a 3-piece. Unfortunately, not on board to see that. On board Swanee, who's playing the anchor role very, very well. Just watching the spawn, but his teammates actually going to push around there now.
We'll just stay on board with Swanee for just a few more seconds, seeing if he's going to land this shot. As he doesn't manage to do so, bullets being fired, but it looks as if he is going to be taken down from the side there, but no, teammates come to the rescue. Once again, Tommy going absolutely huge. Perhaps we should flick on board with somebody in a little bit more active hard point area. That is now Tommy going for that wallbang, not being able to take down Whiteman, but his teammate there, Gunchi, coming to the rescue. No, he actually got took out himself, and RDM now pushing in and trying to contest his hard point.
Yeah, on board with Excellence. He's getting himself a couple of score streaks contested at the moment, the hard point. Oh, Gunchi coming up with a headshot and the knife in the double. He's going to pick up the third as well. Swanee takes out Meaty as well. I mean, this is looking a very, very good slaying game so far for Prophecy. Excellence. He's getting taken about Whiteman though, so Whiteman's going to pick up a few points. Currently around 28 points down. It's going to be 25 or so by the time the hard point runs out, as Prophecy set up onto the next one. But with Excellence, he does have 2 score streaks, which I don't expect him to use probably around until 150, 200 point mark for Prophecy. Yeah,
I would have thought they'd wait until a little bit later on in the game before he implements those. I mean, he has been EMP'd at this present moment in time, so we're not going to see him be able to do too much whilst under the influence. But Prophecy looking very, very well stacked on the score streak side. I mean, we're on board with Gunchi at the moment. He's got all 3 of his. Of course, Excellence has got 2 of his. So it's looking like if it does get a little bit too close for comfort for Prophecy, they can just whack all of those in and hopefully get it back.
Yeah, 20 seconds left on this hard point. Swanee's going to not deal with it. Somebody has actually managed to sneak in somewhere. That's going to be Meaty taking out Swanee. Actually going to take out Gunchi as well, so that's going to be a few points on the board for RDM. Gunchi just going to leave that alone now and progress over to Basketball Court. Let's have a look on the mini-map. And we'll try, yeah, there we go.
Yep, Gunchi there, landing shots into money, being able to flick back and take down one in the middle area as well as he pushes in and captures that hard point now, just staying in this, racking up the points. 14 Prophecy, getting one shot, getting another onto Meaty there. That's 2-piece for Gunchi, as he has still got those score streaks. He's just going to take his time to recover his health, reload his weapon as his teammates come to his aid.
That was an excellent shot at the top there on the head glitch. Just a wonderful burst into somebody's face, and that's going to take you out. Tommy and Swanee doing work in mid-map as well. And Prophecy looking very, very impressive at this moment in time. Let's actually switch over to RDM and see what they can do to try and turn this round. Currently around 90 points or so down.
We are on board with Andrew, who is going to get the better of Tommy. He helps Recluse there take down the but there is Swanee. Go anywhere near Swanee's hard point, and that is not going to be going well for you. Swanee there with that 3-piece, and kills just being exchanged between the two sides. But it's looking like Redemption are setting up for the next hard point, trying to claw back some of those points and get them near a level.
Yeah, Swanee coming in with 3 kills. I think he must have put 2 bursts, 3 kills there. That was excellent play by him. Let's go on Bubble Excellence. I haven't really watched him so far, and he's currently using the SMG for Prophecy, obviously replacing Shane. Unfortunately for Shane, he did get dropped, but I think in his interview on Deserto, he did actually mention the fact, I've been dropped for probably the best SMG in Europe.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Shane had too many quarrels with what actually happened. And score streak being called in there by Excellence, but not seeing anybody with that. So now he's just going to push up and go and help out his teammate, who is currently in that hard point, get it uncontested, and more points going on the board. This kill feed is being very heavily dominated by Prophecy in the stages of this game, as they have now extended their lead to over 110 points.
Yeah, pulling away with us now as the 5-minute mark is about to come up, as is Prophecy's 170 point mark. 10 seconds left on that hard point, they're already set up on the next one. Just letting RDM having a few points on that one. They're not going to be bothered about it because they are well and truly in the lead, and Excellence is going to push towards the spawn. He has some help from his team. I think that was Gunshi who's helping out. Lots of shots being fired and lots of kills, but RDM have actually managed to get control at hard point. Excellence a little bit ignorant to the fact that he did actually need to stay there. Gunshi already had the spawn down. He tried to help him, and they managed to lose the hard point for a few seconds. So
yeah, exactly. Those points weren't racking up there because Excellence came off the hard point, but I don't think it will cost them too dearly, as he was straight back off the spawns and into that spot, and Swanee doing the slaying work around that area. Yeah,
but I think what we're going to see with this Prophecy lineup is probably seeing them develop over the tournament, because they haven't been together. I mean, obviously Swanee, Gunshi and Tommy, they haven't teamed together for a while, and Excellence has just come in as well. So, it is a pretty new team, if anything.
Yeah, I was speaking to Tommy previously, a couple of hours ago actually, and he said that they've only scrimmed sort of 2 or 3 times. I think they're the sort of team where they've all got other commitments and stuff, so 2 or 3 of them will be online at any one time, but for them to all be online at the exact same time is pretty rare. So they've only actually had sort of 2 scrimming sessions, but of course their scrimming sessions will probably mean around 3 or 4 hours games played time at any one time. But we are seeing quite a strong Prophecy lineup here in the earlier stages of this tournament. It's just a question of whether they can go all the way.
Yeah, well, they're my tournament favourites. I said the top 3 scorecasts for me will probably be them, Nemesis, and then TCM.
That is, I would agree with that order completely, but as past events have shown, I've been pretty wrong every single time. So who knows?
The opposite of your predictions.
Yeah, generally that's what happens. But there we go. Anyway, Gunshi there with that death machine firing up, taking down Andrew and Meaty.
Watching gets taken out. Let's go with Swanee, who's currently on a 6 kill streak. He's going to be picking up his next score streak very, very soon. That's his Hailstorm missile coming in. I would imagine he'll use that pretty quickly. Only 5 seconds or so left that they need. Not going to get on this hard point, no, so it's not over until the Fat Lady sings.
This would be a very, very impressive comeback from Redemption now if we were to see this. I mean, 247, 283. Now, can Redemption do it? I think perhaps we will see them all around every single hard point every time. Recluse there taking down 2, Swanee taking down Whiteman, and Gunshi taking down Recluse. It looks as if that is going to be all she wrote, as that does complete the game. That is 250 to 93 in favour of Prophecy in the first map here against Redemption.
Yeah, it was looking like Prophecy straight away from the beginning there. Great play by them. Just in the end, absolutely outslayed. Let's have a look at the scoreboard for you guys as we watch that final kill cam from Gunshi. Here's your stats. Swanee 32 and 10, 24 and 13 for Gunshi as well. Captures and defense very high from the Prophecy team. Brilliant play by them so far.
Yep, exactly. That was all high flyers from the Prophecy lineup. Now, will we see a bit of a different game on Search and Destroy? It is going to be... Is it going to be Aftermath?
Yes, I think that's what they're bringing up at this moment in time.
Yep, it is looking like it is going to be Aftermath. Now, this is a lot more of a... I don't know, I'd say it's more of a slow... Well, it depends how you play it, of course, but you could play this a very, very slow way. You can defend slow or you can attack slow.
There is the very, very quick one. I think it is actually the A-bomb site. And I was there. I think I overheard Mark. It's so 50-50. I don't think there's necessarily a better side to have defense or attack or.
Yeah, earlier on the stream, just before it went down, actually, very early on the stream, the attacks got won 4 times before defense was broken. So, and that was on Aftermath.
Well,
that would have been that would have been the first round. Yeah, that would have been the very first round of the tournament. So that was quite a while ago. That was like 10 hours ago now or something.
Was it really that long ago? What time is it here?
I don't know. I'm probably not very good at math.
7:30. We've been here for 11 hours. That's a long time.
That is a long time. But now, anyway, we are going to get underway with Aftermath now. I think we should flick on board with the attacking team first, whichever it may be. And it'll be interesting to see how Redemption try and take this on. Will they try and slow the pace down? Because, of course, Prophecy, I would have said, would be better at a fast-paced game mode than Redemption. So I think slowing it down might be the best way to sort of counterbalance this.
Let's have a look at the map to see where they're going to go. We're currently on board with Andrew, and what are we going to see from the Prophecy team in terms of an attack? And we are going to see that air rush, so I'd imagine...
Oh, that looks like it's going to be a 1 versus 4 around that A bomb site area, so this isn't going to prove too good for Redemption. If we just get on board with that player.
It's going to be Whiteman inside. Lots of shots being fired. Tommy eventually takes him out. Let's change it up. Let's go on board with Recluse. He's managed to get a kill in there already. Stun's going to go in there. He has been spotted though. Needs to stay alive. He's not in the greatest of corners either, and he needs some help from his teammate. Let's have a look at the scoreboard and map.
Yeah, there is 2 Prophecy players around that A bomb site. Recluse did manage to take down 1. That was on excellence before he died. So it's now a 2 versus 1 in favour of Prophecy. Meaty needs to get himself in there as it looks as if that A bomb site is going to get planted. Yes, it has been. He sees 1 run away from that. That was Swanee. He knows the planter is around that bomb site. He's going to be going for this. He's going to check around that. Ooh.
That's very unfortunate. Tommy actually stand on the bin, which I think probably saved his life. A couple of bullets did go in there. Might have killed him if they were in the chest head area. Gets away with it.
Oh, that was smart from Tommy. He knew he wouldn't be expecting him to just be on top of that bin. Tommy just drops down. He did drop him very quick there actually, but that was nice play from Tom as it does create the first round 1 on this search and destroy.
We'll go on board with the attacking team. We'll stay on board with the Recluse, and again, we'll do what we usually do. We'll have a look at which direction they're going to go on this little mini-map. And of course, this has now actually changed the Codcaster. We never used to have this mini-map in the bottom right corner, but they've seen it MLG and thought, hey, we like that. So they put that in, because MLG, they somehow put it there, very magical. But yeah, it's actually been implemented into Codcaster, and it's a very useful tool to have, especially when you can actually watch the game at the same time. Currently on board Recluse as the bomb is going down.
They are getting this bomb down very, very early on in the round. I mean, it's 3 versus 3. The bomb is down, so only 40 seconds to stay alive. As he does see 1 coming towards him, that was Swanee. Swanee gets the better of Recluse there, so it's now 2 versus 3 for Redemption, and they have got that bomb to defend. Whiteman and Meaty are left alive, I believe, around the ambulance. They need to be getting a lot close to that bomb, as it could get defused very, very quickly. 1 versus 3 for Meaty.
Yeah, Meaty did actually spot the guy coming around behind him. He's not going to get the kill. That's going to be 2-0 to Prophecy. Brilliant play by them, as that bomb's going to go with Tommy. And you know, the reason that they're getting Tommy to pick up that bomb, he's definitely the closest to getting more score streaks. So that's probably not going to push him to Hellstorm quite yet. But he does have an RCXD at 2-0 up. Let's have a look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, of course, they will have had the conversation who was closest to the next score streaks before that bomb went into the diffuse mode, and it looked as if Tommy, of course, said, yeah, I'm near there. Got himself the RCXD, which of course will pay dividends later on in this game. I don't know whether we'll see him use it instantly.
Yep.
I don't think it's a sort of kill streak that does need to be used instantly. However, on the attack, it could be pushed towards the back lorry down the B side, should they choose to go down there. And it looks as if they are going to be doing so. So Tommy now pushing up straight on the back of that ambulance. And is he going to pull out the RCXD?
Don't think we're going to see it. No, we might. Are we going to see it? I'll tell you what, I'll still go with Tommy for a few
Maybe he doesn't even know. There we go, the RCXD. I think we were perhaps a bit too early on in the round, but yeah, he is going to go straight past that bomb and try and get that person at the back. This is nice driving here from Tommy as he does go over that back doom, and he does manage to pick up that kill on Meaty.
At that moment in time when you see Tommy calls in the RCXD, you back off straight away. Meaty did not do so, gets taken out, although Whiteman's just taken out excellence. He was managed to plant the B bomb site. Although it does seem like the Prophecy team in a very good position. Swanee taking him out, Gunch taking out Recluse as well. Let's have a look at the mini-map, and it's not looking good for the last guy on RDM, who's actually going to be Andrew. Using the MSMC in this position is not going to help you at all as Tommy takes him out. That is now 3-0. Prophecy looking very, very strong.
3-0 here, and I think, to be honest, on the way this is going, you cannot call it any other way. I'd go so far as to say Prophecy will win this 3-0. But of course, CTF is a completely different game mode to Hardpoint and Search and Destroy on this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll stay on board. Actually, we'll go on board with Prophecy. We had 2 rounds with Redemption. Now we're going to have 2 rounds with Excellent. You can see this being the second. No, I haven't really watched Gunchy very much so far. Let's go on board with him. Using the MSMC actually. It's not very usual for Gucci. For Gunshi, is usually the AR Slayer, but he's going to take out 2 players with that MSMC.
And goes for the third.
Brilliant play by Gunshi there.
That was nice from Gunshi, mixing it up a little bit, rushed straight down the middle with that SMG, picks up 1 in the back, takes down another in that fountain, pushes round the side and picks himself up a third. He did manage to sustain a lot of damage actually before he managed to drop Whiteman there for the final kill, but so be it. 4-0 to Prophecy now. Can we be seeing a 6-0 whitewash here?
Well, we have a triple breadstick going on the RDM team, unfortunately. So, actually, let's go over the attacking team first, because I think Prophecy are probably going to run this round out as well. Let's see if we have any score streaks going on, actually.
I think Swanee's on a 5-kill streak, was he?
Yeah, we do actually have some score streaks from Tommy.
Yeah, he's just waiting there at the back of the map just to call that in as his...
well, I don't think he was actually going to call that in. He's going to call in his Hellstorm missile, though. That's going to be 1 kill. And I think he actually did use the...
I think what he did there was he pulled in his lightning strike, which of course brings up that UAV. It showed that most of the enemy team were over at the A bomb site, which meant that he could just use that missile just to take down the final one at the B area. His teammates get that down, and now of course just gets in position to get the cut off, and a nice double kill to do so. 5-0 now to Prophecy, only 1 round away from securing this S&D and making it 2-0 on map count here.
Yeah, just lining up nicely for Tommy to put a couple of bursts into them both. And he's going to get the double kill with a couple of bursts from himself. That's currently 5-0. Let's go on board with RDM to see what they can do to try and bring this back. It's not looking great for them at this moment in time. Meaty, has he been a standout player? No, he's still 1 of 5. Let's go on board with Recluse.
There isn't exactly too much difference between the Redemption team here, but it's looking like they're all going to be going as a team over towards that A bomb site. So now we are on board with Recluse, who does have the bomb. A smoke has come over, trying to catch them unawares. Nice bit of sponging there of that grenade from Recluse. He's just going to sit in that corner and try and get himself some health back. Gunshi takes down a Whiteman with that RCXD, and Recluse is sort of stuck in no man's land here. He doesn't really know what to do or where to shoot at, but he's just going to hard aim that elevator shaft.
In this moment in time, he really wanted to try and get the bomb down. He has support from his teammates. They should make that kill. That's Tommy taken out. Let's actually have a look. And they're completely surrounded inside the bomb site. Oh, nice. Yeah, taking out Gunshi. There's another guy on the left-hand side of Andrew, which is going to be Swanee. He's going to take him out. Immediately taking out Swanee, the last guy alive.
Let's get on board with the last guy alive from the Prophecy line. That is excellence, and he knows that both of those players are in that A bomb site. So will they go for the bomb down, or will they wait and try and bait out Excellence, or could they run all the way over to B? But Excellence is going to push in now, check around that A bomb. Didn't see anybody planting there, but he's just going to check the back as the B bomb has gone down. So Excellence has got a lot of work to do, a lot of ground to cover. And went for that turn on there, but Redemption getting their first round on the board, so that was nice movement around the map there from Redemption.
Yeah, Meaty not landing his bullets very quickly. I mean, Excellency nearly got a couple of shots in there, but Meaty cleaning up eventually through the wall. That's going to be 5-1. They do actually manage to get themselves a round on the piece of paper. Let's see what they can do to try and keep into this. I mean, we'll stay on board with them. We haven't really given them too much coverage. Just been watching Prophecy and how well they've been playing so far. Let's go on board with Andrew. He's going to be using the combat knife to advance forward in this defence. I mean, we may see a bit of a rush. They may feel as if they need to just go at Prophecy.
It looks as if 2 of them are going to push straight through and round that B bomb site. Gun being exchanged for gunfire there, but Gunshi taking down Andrew. Meaty picking up a nice 2-piece there in the back of Swanee and Gunshi. So that has, the early stages of this round have gone in favour of Redemption, as they all take cover and avoid any kill streaks coming in there from Prophecy.
Yeah, Meaty is a 1 off an RCXD, I think. Currently on a 5 kill streak. Let's see what he can do to grab a hold of that. I'll tell you what, the Prophecy members are in a decent position. I'm actually going to change it over. I think it's Excellence that's actually coming up around behind them. So
he's taking the very long route round behind them as well, just making sure that there isn't anybody camping too far back that he just runs out in front of them, exposing his back. He's going to take it very, very cautiously, despite the Redemption lineup pushing straight out and past that B bomb early on. He's just worried that they might have perhaps retreated. However, they do know that they've probably got the bomb down in amongst that, and Recluse there getting caught with his pants down as Excellence takes him down, and he's just going to push over. Of course, he's got to get that bomb. Teammate Tommy directly behind him, but Excellence going in on his own. He's taken down Whiteman as well. So now it's 2 versus 1. Prophecy have flipped the tables up a little bit. Going to get on board with Meaty as he goes for that 2-piece. That was huge there, taking down Tommy and Excellence, saying this is not over yet. 5-2 to Prophecy now. Redemption with 2 rounds back to back. taking down Tommy first, spinning straight around and picking up the pieces with excellence.
Great play by Meaty. That's a round and kill cam. Meaty taking out 2 of the Prophecy players in the last few seconds, and he's getting himself a couple of score streaks there actually.
Yeah, he could be bulked up a little bit. Let's just have a look. He's got himself an RCXD car. Can he?
They're going to have to use it this round because obviously only need 1 more.
Yeah, exactly. If he risks it, not using it this round, if he rushes in, he could even die early on and then not be able to use it,
Not smart at all by Meaty there. He really need to use that score streak to their advantage, and he's getting himself killed very early on. Early doors here for RDM, I think.
What I think he should have done there was let his teammates do the rush that he was trying to do, and then of course provide the cover with the RCXD car. But there we go, hindsight is a wonderful thing. But Prophecy there take that 6-2, so perhaps a little bit closer than what we thought in the end there. We thought perhaps Redemption might have been starting to pull that back, but
I mean, if they use that score streak to their advantage, maybe get another round back, and then momentum coming with you. Could look very well, but unfortunately that is actually going to be 6-2 to Prophecy. That's going to be the second map to them as well. The third map, I think, is actually going to be CTF Slums.
Yes, I believe so. We did play Raid Hardpoint first, followed by S&D Aftermath, both of which Prophecy won, so we would believe CTF Slums to be the third map. Should it go any further, I believe we'll be seeing Hardpoint Express and S&D Cargo.
Oh, we're actually going to stand off CTF. I think we do actually have the maps mixed around here. We have for round 6, Yemen and Express standoff for a meltdown. Round 5 we had Raid Aftermath, and I think the 2 middle CTFs are just mixed up a little bit, but it is actually going to be standoff on CTF that we're going to see, which for me is a better map than Slums anyway.
I prefer standoff capture the flag. I mean, Slums I find is very sort of one-sided, and
I feel it's a bit slow. I mean, a lot of things do actually come through the blue side of things, but at the same time I think it's just more of a lot of gunfights going on, and it's hard to actually pull the flag all the way out of there.
Yeah, I think standoffs are a much more exciting map to watch the teams
so many
play.
different routes the teams can go around. I mean, we'll see a lot of different directions they're going to pull here, and maybe some things that we don't usually see from Prophecy. I mean, what we usually see is round the sides, through the middle. I mean, it can't actually go anywhere on this map. So
yeah, exactly. It depends all on the setup, on the spawns at the present moment in time. However, we've not started this instantly, so perhaps there is some little bit of discussion. Of course, we've got the maps mixed up on our sheet. Maybe the teams have as well, if we've all had the same map sheet. But who knows? Here we go. Standoff, capture the flag is what we're going with for the third map here. Of course, Prophecy winning 2-0 as it stands. And who do you want to get on board with first, Don?
I think we'll go on board with one of the flag runners anyway. We'll also have a look at the mini-map to see which direction they're going to go. Well, you haven't really given RDM too much coverage. Let's go on board with the Recluse. He's not having a great game so far. Let's just have a look at this mini-map, see which direction they're going to take that there. I would fully expect somebody to go towards the tank in the middle of the map for both teams. That is further towards the S&D site. I think it's B. And actually that guy is going to be White member. We're not going to go on board with him. We'll stay on board with Recluse, who gets taken out, of course, straight away.
Yeah, Tommy there straight on that cut-off, but Meaty there taking down Tommy as soon as he was on that red dot on his radar. Took him down. Whiteman just holding on this box's side, looking over towards the farm area. Did see one early on. I guess that would probably be either Gunchi or Swanee. Does land shots on, but no kill has been made yet, and he keeps going back to challenge, which might not be the most wisest of things.
No.
But now he has decided to retreat. I think that's the smarter option.
We're seeing experience coming in here, and I don't think Whiteman's shown it. He's just given his position away far too early there. He's seen somebody, but there was never a clear shot on, and he just gave away his position straight away. Currently on board with the Recluse. He's going to get taken out by Swanee also. Switch on board with Swanee, and Prophecy are well pushed in here. Let's actually have a look at the mini-map.
Yeah, Swanee just opting to move around a little bit there, as his teammates weren't exactly as high in support as what he might have hoped, so he didn't just want to go and randomly try and pull that flag. It's just hard aiming around. Just catch Andrew there, just sat on his flag, and Swanee now pulling this away. He's going to pull it towards his teammate Gunchi and pull out his combat knife. Of course, that does make him run that little bit faster. I don't really know how much time it does actually enable him to make up, but proven to be well worked now, as Swanee just hard aims the only place that he thinks that a Redemption member can come from, but he manages to land that in. Andrew with a two-piece there, trying to answer back, taking down Gunchi and Excellence, but Swanee has captured that flag, and it's now 1-0 to Prophecy early on.
Yeah, Prophecy taking that first flag. They'll just sit back a little bit, let RDM come in, they'll soak up all the pressure, take them out, push forward, and that's exactly what they've done. Gunchi, Tommy, Excellence taking out 3 of the RDM members. Swanee is now going to push down this left-hand side, prevent them from spawning there. And they're going to spawn around the back of warehouse. Oh, apparently, Meaty was the last alive around next to that flag. Recluse picking up a kill on Tommy as well, so that should counteract that attack that Prophecy have just put down. But Swanee trying to stay alive. He's in a good position to do so.
Swanee's showing his bare back to somebody there, but does manage to pop up and take down Meaty from behind those boxes. So Swanee now just going to set back up and just wait for any of the Redemption members to come towards him. He has already got that Hellstorm missile in his arsenal, which he can implement at any time, but with Prophecy being 1-0 up as it stands, if we just bring up that mini-map and we're going to see any further advancements by the Prophecy team, it's looking like they are going to push down this left-hand side here.
Get it right eventually. Stumble with Swanee. A couple of score streaks in his bag at the moment with the Hellstorm missile and the Lightning Strike. You know, just taking the time here. Gunshi going in there, trying to make a couple of kills with that flag. Gets taken out by Meaty Excellency, and Swanee though doing work on that flag. As Tommy takes out Andrew as well. Last man alive is going to be Recluse actually. Tommy takes him out, and Swanee is going to cover him. Yes. 2 minutes left on the clock.
Swanee having a very good game here. Bullets being fired. He's got himself 4 or 5 assists there just in the later stages of that little gunfight. Not being able to land any kills. I think he's just desperately waiting for this stealth chopper. He does try and retreat, but Andrew there to shut him down, which was a good play from him. It needed to be done, otherwise that stealth chopper would have caused a riot.
Yeah, and it just seems the flag was actually returned by RDM, so we'll jump back on Swanee. Flag's actually being pulled straight into him. Andrew gets taken out by the M8 of Swanee, picks up the 2-piece. Nice play by him. Getting a lot of points for the flag return and flag stop. Great play by him. He's just going to anchor himself in this Grandma's house, I think it's called.
Yeah, it has sort of adopted the Call of Duty 4 name of Granny's. That's what I've heard a lot of pro players call it anyway.
I don't understand why it's Granny. It could be Andy, it could be a friend.
It could be anybody, but there we go. That's just what it's been called. And now, still on board with Swanee, who is having a fantastic game so far. What's his overall score, Tom, if we just bring that up?
Oh, the scoreboard, if we actually have a look at it.
10-1, make that 11-1 with 1 flag capture, 1 return as well. So Swanee showing exactly why he is one of the best ARs in the world here, using this M8, pushing once again down this left-hand side, and Redemption don't really have an answer for Callum Swan.
Not many people do, and Redemption are on that list of people. This one going to drop back, going to use the score streak just to point out where some of the enemy teammates are, and he will now know that they are pushing around the back. And as we can see, a couple of Prophecy members dropping back, although we will see some RDM members inside Granny's house. This one going to try and stay alive. He's on a very good score streak at this moment in time. He does get taken out again by Recluse. Flag being returned. You know, RDM are not out of this. I mean, Andrew can actually get this in, although we do have a member of the Prophecy team in Mama who's going to be taking them out. Yeah,
Tommy took down Andrew there. I mean, it's a sort of situation where only 1-0 down. I mean, even though Prophecy have heavily slayed a lot more than what Redemption have been doing, they're not sort of out of this. They can easily nick just 1 flag, take it to overtime, and then once again anything can happen, or even so extend their lead to 2 flags. But we will see. I mean, we're going to go into the second round here. I think we should hop on board with Redemption just a little bit more, give them a bit more coverage here live on WGL TV stream.
Yeah, we will have another game coming up straight away for you. Just trying to find out what it's going to be.
We are going to be going straight to the Abstract versus TCM game after this. We've just had word from our head admin, Melmoth.
I think that will be a bit more of a competitive game rather than this one. I mean, it has been all Prophecy so far. Currently, what we're Recluse. Let's see what he can do with this PDW customize. Obviously, with more than one attachment. Taking out Gunshi. Still on board with Recluse. Going to push back in. Oh, nice little drop shot onto Tommy there. Nice play by him. Can he actually manage to pick up a score streak? It's not going to happen as Gunshi does eventually take him out. We're going to jump on board with Andrew.
Yep, getting on board with Andrew here, of course. Redemption still not out of this, as they have heavily smoked that flag area, trying to cause a little bit of confusion, but Tommy wise to that as he does manage to take down Andrew himself with that foul. Now we're just going to watch Andrew straight off the spawn. He's got himself the M8, joined by his teammates over in the farm area. I would assume that it'd be Swanee down that left hand side. Tommy picking up one at Swanee with the other. Now Tommy again with a 2-piece. If we just switch over, get on board with Recluse, who's trying to defend that flagpole from miles away with an SMG. This is not going to go down too well, as the ever so hated knife comes out of his wrist there, not being able to land that, and it's looking like this is going to be another flagpole should Prophecy get themselves up and back to pulling that.
It's canny that a knife coming out of somebody's wrist.
It comes out their sleeve, doesn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But Swanee there picking off yet another kill. He's having a cracking game so far. This could be a very good event for Prophecy. And now Tommy running this flag. Interesting to see that the two AR players that have actually pulled the flags for Prophecy.
The captures and returns have all been Swanee so far, but the second capture is now going to go in, and that's by Tommy, of course, an AR player. But predominantly, I think we actually do. Have we got? Is Gunchy running SMG? No, Gunchy's running AR as well. So I think we've only got one SMG on this map. Tommy, Swanee, and Gunchy all using the ARs, and Excellence being the only SMG. So, you know, the key to a good team, as we've seen when Optic first came over to the UK, and what we've seen from them is the high rotation that they do. I mean, we do see a lot of, with the UK teams and the European teams, what we used to see is predominantly SMGs, and ARs will be sort of, well, no other better word, afraid to pick up a flag.
Yes, I understand exactly what you mean. I think it's far past that sort of situation now. I mean, we've got to the stage where I don't think we're far behind the Americans at all. I mean, next week we'll tell. I mean, I think we've got Frico Impact, who won at MLG Dallas.
If anything, they are the best team in America at the moment.
Yep, they won last week's MLG Dallas, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare up at EGL, but that is only another weekend away. So now, once again, on board with Swanee. I don't think really we've given Tommy enough praise over this one. I mean, Swanee's on 4 kill streak now. He's been playing really well, but Tommy top slaying for his team, 24 and 10. Once again on the flag defensive area, as it looks as if that flag is going to go in as Tommy manages to take down Meaty.
Yeah, the foul has actually been nerfed, but the way Tommy's playing with it, you wouldn't think so. Currently going 25 and 10. Well, Swanee's kill to death ratio maybe a bit higher, 22 and 3. Swanee playing a very good game, actually. I mean, what he's been doing, 7 kill streak at this moment in time. Let's see what he can do. Try and get the stealth chop. I mean, we're going to see a couple of score streaks coming in. Lightning strike coming in. That's going to be one. Not the second, of course. There comes his second lightning strike, and the Hellstorm missile. Lots of score streaks coming in.
This is just bad for Redemption now. It's the sort of situation where you know you're 3-0 down against some of the best players in the world, and then just constant kill streak after kill streak is just there, preventing you getting any form of flag pull on the cards to sort of build any momentum and getting back into this. So I personally think this is over. I'd say that Prophecy have already won this. I mean, 1 minute left on that clock. 3 flag pulls is mathematically possible. However, I'd say not.
No, I wouldn't say that's going to happen for Redemption now. This should be Prophecy to take the map and the series. They will advance through to the next round, where it is predicted that they will come up against Equilibrium, but we are actually going to watch Abstract versus TCM, which I think is the second round of the knockout bracket now.
Yeah, I believe so. I think it was TCM that actually had a bye, or was it Prophecy that had a bye?
Prophecy that had a bye, so TCM have probably already played a game. I think we'll try and confirm from our production Melmoth whether this will be the second round that's going to be coming up, but it will be Abstract versus TCM. We're going to jump straight into that. I think we'll stay on board with myself. And actually, should we plug our Twitters? I haven't done much of that, and I need some more followers.
Feel free.
Okay, well, my Twitter is @_ton. Gucci, what is yours?
Mine's Gucci, GOOCHYY. Now, we are going to get on board with the TCM and Abstract game, as we did see Prophecy take that there. And now, if we just have a quick look.
It doesn't seem as if they are actually set up for this game so far. So what we will try and do is go to a quick break before the game does actually start, and we'll be right back with you from Telford, the International Centre here, just around the corner from Birmingham. Did you kill that off?
To go to that during the Prophecy game, he was just like, go now.
I was still closing that out there.
My commentary was shit then.
How do you stop it? It's okay, just blow my ears off, fine.
Hello and welcome back to the WGL TV. We are live here in Telford for I48. I am joined by the wonderful Mr. Christopher Tunn.
How you doing, mate? You alright?
I'm not too bad, Tunn, yeah. Welcome back to you guys who were here before for the Prophecy Redemption game. Of course, we did see Prophecy take that 3-0, and hello to all our new viewers tuning in. I believe we are going to be going live with the TCM game very, very shortly. They are just all in a lobby warming up, playing some free-for-all as you do. Now, this is a relatively new TCM lineup.
Yeah, it's changed about a little bit. I mean,
it's a fairly inconsistent lineup, bar 2 players, I'd say.
It's what we see a lot in competitive Call of Duty. Unfortunately, the rosters do change quite often, not as often as it used to. Like I'd like to add, actually.
I'd say it's a lot more stable nowadays than what it was perhaps a year ago or so. But there we go. I mean, the current roster is TCM Jake, or his gamer tag is Flake. Yep, TCM Monksy, who was in TCM EGL 5, I believe it was, joined with Mohawk at the time, and of course. Residents Rich and Flux, they've been around for a fair while together. They teamed with Jake a long time ago, and they've all teamed with Monksy as well before, I believe. But times change, players leave and then realise, oh, perhaps I should have stayed with my original teammates. I do apologise if you can hear some of our...
It's actually the Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, Street Fighter 4 is literally, I don't know, 10 yards away from us.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the hole here, basically. What you're seeing behind us, everything else is in front of us. I can actually see the main stage from here, which it does look very impressive.
The main stage here is very, very impressive, but the free-for-all has just ended, so it looks as if gameplay will not be too far away. What are you expecting from this matchup, Ton? I mean, Abstract have been playing very well. I spoke to Excellence from Prophecy earlier. He said Abstract are a team to watch out for. They have been predicted dark horse teams on various esporting websites as well. So
yeah, I mean, well, you have to be careful with teams like this. Moxie's not a bad player. I'm not actually sure if he's in Abstract, is he? I don't know if he's just joined the lobby, I think.
No, Abstract is Pato, Kesmal. Right, I got told off a lot on Twitter earlier for the pronunciation of Abstract. LXT is what I got sent. However, he spelt it Alexity. So I say it the way it's said in front of me, as I know no different.
Well, no.
But my apologies if we are pronouncing names wrong. We just go by literally what is in front of us, as obviously we do not know every single player in the Call of Duty community. It would be nice if we did. Yeah. I'd love to be able to go around speaking to everyone.
Tell you how people can speak to us and get to know us.
People can speak to us and get to know us by following us on Twitter. My Twitter is Gucci, GOOCHHYY, and Christopher Tunn's is _Tunn, TUNN. Please go and follow us. Thank you.
Desperate. Very, very desperate. I'm sorry if it seems that way. But
I just like to do it in the sarcastic way, just to show that was all Tunn's idea.
Yeah, it always is. I can always do with more followers. I'm only just getting over 1,000.
Only just?
Only just.
Hey, it's a milestone that everybody likes to reach in that.
I know, I was like,
well done, Tom. But no, I think the maps that we are going to be seeing, perhaps the same as the last map set. I think it's the same round as what we saw for the Prophecy Redemption. I mean, I need to get that confirmed, as obviously we are not on the floor in the middle of it all, so we're not exactly clued up as we'd like to be. I think we need one of those, like a Google Docs where...
Box.
Yeah, a box. A big fish, a little fish. Yeah, we could do with one of those, just like round 4 in front of us. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. You know what?
In today's modern society.
Yes. Next event, we want a camera in the event. Make it happen. He's looking into me like he's going to make it happen. It's not going to happen.
He's just thinking, yeah, that's going to cost too much money. I don't want to do that. But no, anyway, this should be an exciting game because, like I say, Abstract have been predicted dark horse teams by quite a few different top players as well. I mean, there's been a lot of talk. I think it's about Alexity being a connection player, and then he proved on stream earlier that he wasn't going quite highly positive on a hard point.
Well, hopefully this is actually going to be a great game. I mean, the only things we've really seen are whitewashes so far this weekend.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it would be nice to get a great game on. Of course, we will have some more great games coming up for you later on.
I'd say that we're getting to the stage now where it is going to be every game is sort of like a close game. We're getting to that stage. I mean, late Saturday evening, early Sunday morning, and definitely Sunday afternoon / evening is where you get the very, very close, top, exciting games. So make sure you stick around and tune in tomorrow for those.
Yeah, what we will actually hopefully what we're doing is getting all the way to the winners bracket final tonight. Well, actually, I think they're getting up to the point before you play that, so we're going to play everything up until the winners bracket final, and then that will be played tomorrow. At a little bit of inside information for everybody here, no, actually, I don't think we will get the final. We have actually been offered a slot at 12 o'clock midday, but
there is no way we will be.
Well, you don't know.
Who wants to play the grand final of a £4,000 tournament at lunchtime? That's just not cricket, my friend.
Me, because
then you'll be around for it.
Yes, exactly.
I understand that.
And then I can have a few drinkies after that, and then not have any responsibility. So it's great. I mean, like when in reflex, you want it to finish early
so that you can go out in Amsterdam.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't blame me.
Although after my last outing, I don't think I want to go again. We'll not go into details.
No, well, of course we do not like to spill the secrets here.
I didn't have sex with a prostitute, if that's what you're thinking, but
mate, if you did, I know for a fact your girlfriend.
She wouldn't be very happy, but
she wouldn't make your life worth living.
I promise, I did not.
Is your girlfriend watching the stream?
I would hope so.
She better blooming be.
I know, all them viewers.
Exactly. It's all just your girlfriend on different accounts, really, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so anyone that is not Mr. Tun's girlfriend, thank you very much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. But then again, Tun's girlfriend, we do appreciate that too.
Interesting.
Well, I'm not hitting on her. Well.
What do you mean? When you mean you're not hitting on her? I fully expect you to be.
See, there's not a way I can get out of this in a nice
there
way.
isn't. You shouldn't have landed yourself in it. We're actually still waiting on the guys getting in the game. We do actually have Rob in there, so we are currently waiting on Flux. I think TCM are actually still sitting in the booth.
Yeah, TCM, of course. For those of you that have been to iSeries or seen sort of like iSeries walkarounds or iSeries montages, I've got one on my YouTube channel at xgucho. Go and check that out. TCM basically sit inside what is, I think it's called like a sponsor box or something.
A booth.
A booth, but the technical term, yeah. TCM are sponsored by Multiplayer. This is, of course, a multiplayer event. So they get their own little like segregated area. So they go and play there. Of course, that pleases their sponsors and their organisation, just for sponsorship reasons, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is. It is so you can play in your own little environment. You don't need to.
It's not your traditional sort of setup.
Which I do miss. I'd like to point out. I much prefer to see it at EGL when you're facing each other and punching each other in the face. Is what everybody seems to think.
Prophecy have the option of playing in one of these booths. However, their organisation aren't so strict, I don't think, so they've come out and played sort of like head to head opposite each other, and I think that creates a much better atmosphere. But that's just ourselves personally. That is neither right or wrong. It's down to personal preference, of course.
Yes, and I'm not 100% sure what we're actually waiting on. I don't know if we can go to a quick commercial break, possibly, or we'll just... Oh, right, okay, they're coming now, so we're just going to keep talking to ourselves and boring you to death.
Yeah, so overall predictions for this tournament, I mean, we've said we'd go with TCM, Prophecy and Nemesis all around that top 3 area. I think number 4 is the spot that's up for grabs here, essentially. Yeah. I'd go with Equilibrium or this Abstract team, so I'm very interested to see, like the word on the street is either EQ or Abstract, so I'm interested to see how Abstract perform here.
What streets have you been going to?
Mate, you don't want to know. Against this top team that is TCM. Now, we have got all the players in the game, so it shouldn't be too long. We're just waiting on Rob to choose the right team. He's currently set to Codcaster mode. That is, of course, the feature of Black Ops 2 that we will be using here to broadcast this in all of its glory to you.
Yes, obviously the new feature that's been around. If you see me flicking about with the buttons, shout at me, because I'm usually the one that's in control. I'm just getting used to the new little mini-map we have in the bottom right corner, because it's great. I love it. The fact that we have that there, the game there, and the kill streak there.
Yeah, the one thing I'm always very conscious of is, I mean, I'm the same. When I'm at home, I don't want to be seeing this picture-in-picture mode. So I want it full screen. I mean, I know it's not hard to just maximise your stream view to the full screen and then it's not too bad, but I prefer to just see what that player is doing rather than all of our different little options. I mean, bring it up for like 10-15 seconds or so and then bring it back down. So I'm always very conscious that I don't want to leave it up too long.
Yeah, well, tough.
There you go. So it's not my fault, guys. It's Tony's. Blame him.
Would be mine. But no, we do try to utilise the Codcaster to enhance
Well, yeah,
viewing.
it's one of those things that Activision have sort of said, Treyarch have said sort of like, yeah, here you go, use it, go for it.
You know, it's better than not having a Codcaster, obviously. I think it's brilliant, personally. So we will see more implementation of that, and hopefully with the next Call of Duty coming out, maybe they will support esports as much as Black Ops 2 has. But
I mean, there's talk that we could...
Yeah, we could be sticking on this game.
Yeah, we could stick on this game for another year. I mean, let us know in the stream chat, guys. Would you want to stay on this game, or does it or is that a decision you cannot make until you've played the new one?
You would have to wait until the next one does actually come out, because the next one can come out and it could be as good as COD 4. Which is probably not going to happen, because
I never played COD 4.
You never played COD 4.
I was a Gears of War player back in the day, but now we are getting the game underway. This is going to be a TCM versus Team Abstract here, live at Telford I48, brought to you by the WGL, powered by Multiplay and iSeries. And now we are going to be getting underway. Raid Hardpoint first of all. We're going to go on board with TCM Jake. However, if we call him Flake from time to time, we do apologise. That is his game attack. But we're just going to utilise that mini-map down below in the bottom right-hand corner just to see where all the players run to. However, I would assume it's pretty much all in the same direction towards that central hardpoint area, which TCM managed to land the first bullets onto. And Jake straight up on top of that area just to get the height advantage and spray straight down into that middle area. Just waiting to see if one comes up top. Nobody does. And he's just there, gaining the points there, so that's 15-0 so far early on.
Yeah, Jake in a great position here, just setting himself up, and he's got the dominance up top there. Two-piece by Jake. Is he going to pick up his third? Oh, it'll be a brilliant one.
Jake.
Oh, well played by Jake there, straight away with a three-piece. Flux picked up a three-piece in the first few seconds as well. Sorry, my mic just cut out a little bit there. Still on board with Jake, absolutely running trains over this Abstract team. Does eventually get taken out by Rob. Let's jump on board with Flux inside the hardpoint target finder.
Jake there with a very impressive start, just running riot into the Abstract area. That is 37-3 now, and it's looking as if TCM are going to move towards that next hard point, and looking like they're going to rotate round towards that basketball area as they are pushing down that middle stairs. Rich now going for that wallbang with that M8, not managing to land any bullets, and he's going to push inside that kitchen, but no, looking as if Flux was moving all the way around the back through that basketball area, like I said, as they have managed to manipulate the spawns a little bit.
He's doing here, come around the back, trying to get the better spawn for his team, but Abstract have come out trumps on that side. Only 20 points down this moment in time, and picking up points as we talk. 40 seconds left on this half point. Current on ball with Kesmel using the MP7, which I've seen used quite a lot at MLG last weekend. It was very much utilised a lot more after the most recent SMG nerf, and that came out a bit of trigger happiness going on for Kesmel. They're going for a silly shot that he should not have attempted, gets taken out.
Yeah, Abstract have managed to pull this back very, very nicely. Of course, they were 30 points down, but as we've seen time and time again, that is actually like literally nothing in this competitive Call of Duty hard point area. And now they are pushing down, looking as if Kesmel is going to run through that back gym and get into the back of the garage area pretty soon. But no, Monksy was already there, ready to shut Kesmel down. And they are spawning in the middle map area, so they've got a lot of ground to cover to get over and into towards that hard point, which TCM have secured early on. So it's currently around level scores.
On board with Paolo. Let's see what we can do. Pick up off the head glitch next to the cars at the back. Nothing's going to happen there. Lixity taking out Rich is Munksy and Flake doing well. Lots of kills going down on the board, and that's going on board with Rob, who's actually inside the hardpoint contested. Big kill by Rob. They still contested his moment in time, taking out Flux, but Flake's going to take him out. Nice play by Jake.
Stuck between two TCM players there. When already weak, that is not what you want to be doing. But now kills just being exchanged between the two sides, fairly evenly matched early on here. TCM are currently the stronger of the two, having that 20-point lead.
Well, Paolo is going to run straight. Takes off Jake's face there with the M8 burst. Nice play by him inside the hard point, taking a grenade as well. Nice play by him to stay alive. He doesn't have any teammate support, as they all know, moving over to the basketball court, and we can see TCM already taking up a position there. Good work by them.
Yep, only 4 seconds left on this hard point, so it is looking as if TCM are going to be set up. See, Pato there left it with 1 second spare. That second could be vitally crucial later on, but now, can he get that kill in the back? Yes, he can. He takes down Monksy there, and calls in that Hellstorm early on. Will that manage to get the kill? Unfortunately not.
Too eager with his Hellstorm. If for me, you really need to save a hold of that, but Rob coming in there, taking out Rich, and Abstract have a hold of that again. Once again, still on board with Pato on a full kill streak. When we look at the TCM lineup, they're going to have a lot of work to push through that little setup that Abstract have, as we do see a lot of kills going down by Rob. Picks out one, picks out two as well.
Yeah, Pato now rotated in towards that hard point. That's nice. As one player sort of gets the momentum, they start to push out, so then that rotation comes into play, and then the one that was covering the back does go in. But now 3 on his screen. That would have been an impressive feat if he was able to do that. But
Lixity's actually picked up a 3-piece though to keep a hold of that. Taking out Flux as well. Just got a few seconds on the board there for his team, and TCM are actually behind at the moment.
Yep, Abstract have been able to take the lead there thanks to Elixity, as he did manage to land those 4 bursts into the TCM team as he jumps in again there, going for that 2-piece, and that wasn't too far away there. But now Jake securing his hard point, getting TCM back on at level points as they have managed to take the lead once again. Monksy with a 2-piece, Jake taking out 1 as well. Jake pre-firing into that area. Pato calling in that kill streak, however didn't actually manage to take the player down off that central hard point, but now Kesmol has managed to secure that, and they're trying to get those points back on the board. But Flux, target finder on a foul. Very interesting.
I'll tell you what, he's doing alright with it. If you look at the score, well, I say that he's -5. If we look at Jake actually going 21 and 12, and Lixity being the man doing the work for Abstract, let's actually jump on board with him now. 4 kill streak inside the hard point also, so he'll be picking up some points for his team. Great play by him, on board with him, using the M8. He's going to pick up an assist there on Flux, staying alive inside the hard point, playing a very good anchor roll. He's not going to get the kills straight away, and he gets taken out by Pato, still on board with Lixity.
I'll tell you what, the way that Abstract play this is very, very different to some of the top teams that we have seen. They're very, very sort of eager with their kill streaks, but as you saw there, that is exactly why. Caught them unawares. The second he got that, called that in 3 down straight away, means that they are able to secure that hard point area. And now he's just going to take Jake down in the back, pulls out the SMG, going for the close quarter combat, but just jumping in there, getting the points on the board, as the other Abstract players did actually leave it, but still on the same score streak as well.
Got a stealth chopper.
Lixity with that stealth chopper, that could
switch things over completely. They are actually currently in the lead, and if he gets that stealth chopper, I'd imagine he'll probably leave it now until basketball court.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Or maybe when the transition, but basketball court's probably going to be the smart time to use it. Going to go on board with Pato. Actually, let's jump on board with TCM for a little bit.
If we think that there is 1 minute before the basketball court hard point, because it has got to go to the back garage first of all. 4 seconds left on this hard point.
Going to get there.
Flux making this last second count as well, though. He's just going to flick it round.
Although saying that, I mean, they might not even need that, because if Abstract have a good couple of hard points, although Flux is going to go in there,
I think he needs to use this this stealth chopper. I don't think he can wait until basketball court, because I mean, with it being inside the kitchen at the minute, once they've got them out, I think they need to place it in the middle map and then just sort of watch their back area.
Yeah. Well, currently on board with Flux. I mean, I think basketball court would obviously be the more
would be the most effective option, but is it going to be safe enough?
I would say, I mean, both teams still need 100 points to go. There's 27 on this, and there's going to be 60 on the next one. So, I mean, that's only another, like 80 or so points. So it is actually going to go to basketball court. So I would not be surprised if we see him wait until then. But you know what? It's not going to matter if Flux gets himself one, because he's very, very close to doing so.
Yeah, he's only a couple of kills off that, or maybe just 1 capture as well. So he's opting just to move around. He's got himself the Hellstorm. He's got himself the missiles as well. So this could be very, very costly. This is going to be a very interesting end to this, but they have once again taken the lead, as they are now level by 20 points. However, shots being fired as Jake and Rich just run around that corner, but once again they are in there contested behind that white van. But it is now Flux who's got that stealth chopper, and to be honest, whichever one gets called first.
Oh, Jake's got the War Machine. We'll stay on board with him. Sorry, the Death Machine.
But I think there has been a stealth chopper called in there. I think Abstract did actually call in their stealth chopper, but Rich coming in with that Death Machine. Is he going to run riot? No, he isn't. 3 kills there from the Abstract team, but Rich there with 3 kills on the board.
Played that very well, but Lixity has actually called in a stealth chopper. Probably not the best time to call it in, though. It might pick up a few kills, but the main time it's actually going to pick up kills is the transition between, which we see TCM now making that move as the stealth chopper from Flux comes flying in. Lixity's still in the air as well, so if anybody has a Hellstorm missile on this Abstract team, there we go, we do actually see one. I think Lixity really needs to use this on that. Yep, here we go. He's going to find
He's gone
it.
for the helicopter, which of course he has just managed to
Brilliant,
hit. Destroyed
brilliant,
that,
yeah.
followed by a kill as well, which will leave them to capture that basketball court. However, Flux answering straight back with the triple kill. Jake with the kill on Rob as well, so this is getting very, very close at the end. However, TCM are 30 points in the lead, make that 40 points now. This is going to be very, very close with only 1 minute 20 left on that clock. It needs to be Abstract that make the move and make that move quick. Pato getting taken down the back by Flux.
Yeah, Flux just staying alive here. Lots of points going down on the board from TCM. Big shots by Flux there. He's holding this to the left-hand side down brilliantly. Just with that MSMC, he's just watching that left-hand side. Bullets going in, just needs to stay alive. Jake cleaning that up with the Hellstone missile, and it's looking like a TCM win. Looking very strong. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. By 30 bombs all around there.
By my mathematical calculation, it's TCM that have already won this. I mean, Abstract will, of course, keep trying just towards the end, but 39 points there from Elixir, 39 kills, sorry. Definitely the top fragger in the game, but unfortunately not counted for anything. As TCM well know, last weekend in Cologne, I mentioned this earlier, that they were the outslaying Farico Dragons. However, Farico Dragons played the objective better, so clearly showing that TCM have perhaps learned from their mistakes last week in the LA Championship qualifiers and have brought that here to I-Series.
Yep, and it's looking like TCM have actually walked away with this map now, and the next map is going to be S&D on Aftermath.
Yeah, I believe that was the map there, 250 to 181. Now that was very, very close. I mean, TCM took the initial lead by about 30 points, then Abstract came straight back, went in the lead by 30 points as well, so that was an all-round close game. I mean, we can't bring up the back button during that final kill cam, but as soon as the scores are on the board, TCM Jake there with 35 kills, top fragging for his team, not followed closely by Flux.
6,000 points on the board as well.
6,000 points as well. I mean, Abstract Elixir 5,875 points, that's impressive as well, so some big scores being put up.
I mean, it wasn't a one-sided game whatsoever. I mean, they did end up winning by 50, 60 points in the end, but you know, it was quite a close game, so what we'll see here from Abstract is that the S&D game can go either way, and it is always a big momentum changer, as we talk about all the time. S&D is so important, and it never used to be. Everyone used to just sort of think, that's S&D, we'll see what happens. But now it's really something that teams really need to get grinded down, and they do that now, and it makes for a great game, although sometimes the thing is, with when people don't practice it, they'll just go 5 in, and it makes it excellent. Like, just watch them go in and get wiped out, possibly. Or
I mean, there is always that aspect. I mean, some teams can just fly in there, get wiped out straight away, but sometimes the unpracticed teams surprise the practice teams because they're not using a regimented setup, they're not using the traditional tactics. I mean, that is one thing. You have to be sort of original to catch them off guard, so maybe that aspect of it may come into play, but once again we are waiting on one of the Abstract players to get this sorted. They have joined our podcaster mode just while we wait, and I think that's A-Spec creating a lot of noise in my headset.
are you surprised?
Not one little bit, I
think we were
suppose.
having the conversation this morning that he could cast without a mic.
That guy does not need a mic. You'd probably be able to hear him back home from here without this stream. That's how loud he can be.
We are live. I'm going to do my Gotta Go impression now.
Oh, gotta go.
No, I'm better.
Go on.
I'm not doing it right now, I'm saving it.
Okay, so when Jake gets a 4-piece, you're just going to say gotta go.
Oh no, it's Jake. I'll wait until he introduces the final, and then that's when, that's when I'll do it. I did it last time, and I thought I would give it a 9 out of 10. I'm going for the 10.
Okay, you're going to go for a 10. You've been practicing it in the mirror in the bathroom?
Yep.
Okay.
While thinking about him naked.
Yeah, this just got weird.
Yeah,
anyway, we are going to get things underway here. Aftermath Search and Destroy. TCM are currently 1-0 up in this best of 5 series here in the winner brackets here at I48 in Telford all weekend, of course.
No, that's not A-Spec.
No, that is not A-Spec, but that guy doesn't need a microphone either.
No, that has been very loud though, the Street Fighter stand. There's a lot of people seem to actually really enjoy that game.
Yeah, I'm impressed at the sort of turnout that Street Fighter gets every time. I mean, there's always a lot of people jumping around, but to me it's just a load of people just bashing a load of buttons, but then again they might think the same thing about us. So here we go. We are going to get underway first of all with the attacking team. This is TCM, currently 1-0 up in the series. This is the second map, and it's looking like they're all going for the A push. One has pushed off in towards that middle map just to get a slight little bit of an angle, but we're on board with Jake first of all, who goes straight to hard aim that bomb. Does see a player, does manage to get shots into him, and again picks up the assist there. Monk's managing to clean up that kill on Kesmel. Jake answering straight back by killing down Elixity.
You know, I've never seen Jake play this well in a tournament for a very, very long time. I mean, I've always thought that the TCM team and the players related with this current lineup always come in the event, and I don't really ever see them perform brilliantly. Minus EGLA, where, you know, obviously it was Josh and Mark,
Rich, yeah.
which I think probably made a difference in Flake coming up. I think it got 3 kills in the end there, but minus that, I'm talking about the original Flame Retardant members, people like Jake, Flux, Rich. I mean, obviously Rich and Flux perform well at EGLA, but Jake mainly being the guy that I don't...
Jake's still in search of his very first Xbox 360 LAN win. I mean, he's one of those players, one of the very very, very top players that is still yet to win an event. So could this be his event?
Be that weekend? Yeah, I mean, what I'm seeing so far, I mean, we said Abstract are one of the dark horses and are a good team, but you know what, TCM are making it look, minus a little bit of a couple of nervy moments in the hard point, relatively comfortable. They were outslaying them quite well, so we're on board with Jake still here. See if he can advance on. Sorry, just 2 kills. It did look like he got 3 runs and assist. Still on board with him.
Yeah, he's just edging around this corner very, very so slightly, and it's looking as if TCM are well set up on this A-bomb site, getting caught unawares there. Somebody on his right-hand side, shots were fired at Jake, non-connected. Jake just sort of panic span round, did manage to fire enough shots just to get himself away, and now just watch the middle, make sure nobody's coming behind him, which it doesn't look like they are. If we just bring up that start menu a little bit, let's have a quick look at the map, make sure where are all the players situated. It looks as if we could be seeing a gunfight very, very soon, as two of the Abstract team want to go straight through that middle. Pato taking down Jake there early on. So this is now a 2 versus 2 situation, I believe. No, 3 versus 2, sorry.
Yeah, they moved away from the A-bomb site. TCM need to get somebody in there because they are actually defending that. And there is 2 members of the Abstract team, which are Abstract, Kesmo and PD. Pato, sorry, we're going on board with Muxie, who's inside there now. Flux and Pato coming together. Rich coming up with the final kill though on the Pato. That's going to be 2-0.
Yeah, that was nice play there from Rich and Flux. They obviously sat close enough together to be able to cover each other's back. I mean, 1 kill just got dropped down there. That was Flux, and then Rich was straight up there to pick up the pieces, saw that gunfire, and go straight and catch Pato while he was fresh off that gunfight. Now 2-0 to Prophecy. TCM, sorry. Prophecy, of course, were the team that we did see go 6v2 on this map earlier. That's where I got that from.
Do you know who the loud people I can hear on main still, John?
Is it Brycey?
It's Brycey and Benson.
Oh, there we go. Typical.
With their black shirts and the black shirt bros.
The black shirt Black Ops 2 brothers on the main stage. I think they're doing something for the Extreme Gaming giveaway.
Yeah, Mad Cat stuff getting away by the sounds of it.
But now we are on board with Flux. He's got that target finder Falau once again.
He seems to like it, doesn't he?
He does. He seems to do well with it at long range. It was an interesting choice for the hard point though, especially on raid where a lot of close quarter combat came into play. I didn't think it was really very effective. I mean, he did put it away, and that's when TCM really started to get warmed up when he had out that SMG. But Pato there, I didn't even see him on Flux's screen, so that was nice play from Flux just to see him, but did get taken down by Pato. So this is 4 versus 3 in favour of Abstract. Munksy challenging, but Kesmal there this time. PDW in the back. Abstract with their first round win of this search and destroy here.
Yeah, Jake managed to pick up the kill on Kesmal, as we're going to see the round ending kill cam. It's going to be Pato just coming in the back. Nice easy shot for him. Just
catching him around that corner there. I mean, you could tell that bullets had already just gone into him from his Abstract teammates. But now 2-1. Should we get on board with Abstract, see how they can attack this side? Let's go on board with... Who should we go on board with? Lexty, yeah, he's got... Was that a sniper or has he put that away? Yep, he's got the what's it called? It's not overkill on this game, it's...
I forgot.
Like a dual wield. Anyway, he's got 2 weapons in his arsenal. He's got himself the M8 and the sniper rifle. Now, earlier I saw a sniper rifle and an SMG equipped, which, to be honest, I thought was a good idea. Of course, the SMG vital at the close range, the sniper good at long distance. However, he's opting for 2 long distance weapons, but the M8 is hardly difficult to use at close range either. So just watching the back as his teammate is trying to get that bomb down, which has gone down. So 43 seconds left on that clock. All they've got to do is stay alive. Lexty managing to take down Rich there with that sniper and then pull out the M8. But one player just coming around the back, that is going to be Jake. Let's get on board with Jake, see how he can play this.
Oh, he's going to take his time with his shot. No, it's not going to work for him though. I've seen why he was taking his time there, but he gets a little unlucky as Alexity jumps behind cover. As he comes around the corner,
Yeah, Jake did just see him, thought he was perhaps going to run behind the ambulance, was going to wait for him, catch him off guard, but Lixty straight up to take him out. So that is 2-2 now. Abstract have levelled the scores despite TCM's early dominance in this search and destroy. So we're going to stay on board with... Should we go back to Abstract? Yeah, watch them have a defence, see what hots up early on in the round. We watched Lixty last round, so let's go on board with Rob. We've not seen too much of him this game. So he's just going to run straight down the middle here with that SMG. Unchallenged as well, so he's just going to be able to get in towards that middle area. Is he going to sit or is he going to challenge? It's looking like he's challenged. Just seeing two players on his left there. He does manage to take down Monks. He spins, tries to take down Flux as well.
Spun himself around there. I wasn't very good at all. Pato, the last man alive now, has actually spotted a member of the TCM team with lots of shouting going on in the arena at this moment in time. Flux does take out Pato. That's going to be 3-2 to TCM.
Can you hear that cheer? Brycey really warming up the crowd there over in front of main stage.
Let's give him some free swag away. That's why I had screamed for free swag.
Lots of gamers love free stuff. In fact, I don't know a gamer that doesn't like free stuff.
I don't know anybody that doesn't like free stuff.
Yeah, it's free. Go for it. Anytime. But now we are going to get on board with TCM. Let's go on board with Monksy. We've not really seen him play too much of this early on. He's opted for the non-grenade setup. However, he has got 2 stuns should he want them. 2 concussion grenades. He is going to throw them straight over the top to try and prevent any rushes. Nobody's actually came into A, so he's going to get straight up on the height advantage and watch and make sure nobody flanks him over the top. Go and do some work on that computer at the desk, do his homework. Perhaps he is currently at university.
Yes.
So
Oxford, is he not?
Oxford, I believe so, and he is just going to get that kill on Kesmol, catching him unawares, and he's going to push out. Lixity, I would have
no awareness there. I mean, Monksy's just firing bullets into his teammate, and he's just like,
yeah, Lixity. Perhaps, I don't know. Lixity should have been more aware of what just happened.
It's easy to criticise, and you said,
yeah, exactly. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, and of course we are sat here just watching the game, whereas they're involved in it. So if you're looking at one thing, you don't notice another. But there we go. TCM extend their lead now 4-2. They've got that 2-round gap once again. This time they need to really make it count and extend it to 6. So we're going to get on board with TCM Rich, who's got himself a TAC 45 pistol out just to run down this middle.
That's a bit strange.
Yeah, it is, but there we go. One of the top teams in Europe. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Jürgen Richard Cook.
Firing straight down that middle, not managing to pick up any hit markers, but he has seen that player. Just going to go and wait for him to show himself.
Oh,
dodges a nade nicely.
Yeah. Grenade just bounces off the wall, very fortunately for himself. He's going to get himself in some nice cover. Jay picks up a 2-piece with the foul. Great play by him as the TCM attack seems to be going down the right hand side.
Rich still in that little 1v1 battle in this middle area now. If we just look up, he has been damaged. Tries to challenge that. Lixty and Rob both picking up kills, leveling the thing up here. 2 apiece for either team.
Oh, that's a bit of a precarious situation.
Oh. Who we're going to see first? Flux has dropped down Lixty, so we're going to get on board with the final Abstract player left alive.
Flux is going to push in there. He does currently have the bomb, so he's going to push in. Let's actually have a look. The Abstract players went all the way around the middle, so it's not going to look good for him. He goes down towards B. TCM will plant this bomb.
Yep, Abstract, of course, have moved all the way over. Let's get on board with the Abstract player. If we just bring that up, that is Rob, of course, so see how he can play this. Gets himself...
Press X.
Press X. X has been pressed as he needs to move himself across the middle of the map. See, this map looks ever so big to start with, however, when you realise you've got to get from one bomb to another quite quickly, it's not...
It's very enclosed in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you get there,
you can get from one bomb site to the other a lot quicker than what you didn't originally think, but Rob now desperately trying to find the 2 TCM members to try and take them down and not let them be 1 round away from winning this map. Now, not being able to find it, there's 12 seconds left on that clock. I can't really say that he's going to be able to do this, and no, he isn't, as Jake manages to pick up the first kill there and make it 5-2 to TCM.
Yeah, brilliant play by TCM there. Jake just pre-aiming. Oh, gets a bit fortunate, really. Takes him out with the foul. Rob taken down, that's 5-2. Let's actually bring up the scoreboard when we can. Let's see, currently 5-2. We'll just have a look at the kill feed. When we go to the next round, let's have a quick look. Jake, again, standout player for TCM.
Yep, yet again. I mean, I think we should just put that on repeat, really. I mean, the way that Jake plays for this TCM lineup, every time he's doing very, very well. I mean, if Jake doesn't play well, then it's a very strange day indeed. But now we are going to go on board with Jake. He's pushing straight down by this B side. He's not going to push through, he's just going to wait, which he did manage to see somebody there, but not managed to land any bullets. Rob challenges him. does manage to get the better of him there as well. So this is 4 versus 3 in favour of Abstract. So we are seeing Flux at the back of this B side. Has got himself that target finder on that B bomb.
Target finder does not work through the glass though, so that's not going to come to any advantage. He has seen somebody, seen two.
He's seen 2. He's going to challenge go for that sniper. That's a bit risky. Does see one in the bus as well. So
you know, it's very useful that he's just going to take it out with a headshot.
I thought he was in the fine cover there, but who knows. Kesmal now just going to push down in towards that smoke area. Hasn't got the bomb himself. Yes, he has now. He picked it up along his way. He's just going to plant that bomb. Nobody's watching ahead of him, but
good setup by Abstract. Yeah, they have this pretty much locked down. They need to make sure they're making all the gun battles. Although somebody's not watching behind now. Well, it's not going to matter. Both TCM players are coming from the front. Let's actually switch over to TCM. Let's go on board with Monksy. Oh,
sniper shot fired down that middle. Going to go on board with Monksy as he jumps in towards the shadows, but now it's going to be 1 versus 3 for Rich. Not going to happen this time. 5-3 now to TCM. Abstract not out of this yet. They have got 3 rounds to win. TCM, of course, only got 1 round to win. TCM currently 1-0 up on map count in this best of 5 series, so the first 3 maps wins, for those of you that were unsure about how it works.
Coming into the next round now, we'll go actually on board with Abstract. See what they can do. Actually, does anybody have a kill streak? No, but somebody is very close here. Oh, was it? Oh, it was Kesmal. Let's go on board with him. Having a decent game so far. Let's have a look at his scoreboard. 4 maps, decent game.
4-7, but he has got himself 2 plants here. I think if Kesmal manages to get a kill early on, he needs to bring that RCXD straight in, but he has been stunned. Nades flown over. He just needs to stay alive. Avoids 2 nades. Oh no, one's a center grenade directly in front of him as well. Lixty Pato with a 2-piece as well, so this is nice from Abstract. Let's get on board with Rich in a 1 versus 4 situation to win the map here for TCM.
Well, Richie has a lot of work to do, and he's pretty much been pinned in. They know, it seems as if they do know exactly where he is, so
let's get on board with the actions. Rich is going to push in. He needs to look straight left, and we know that, but does Rich walk straight past the player there, goes for the turn on, does manage to land the bullets into Kesmal, but that will secure Kesmal's score streak. So that means Kesmal has got himself an RCXD, and he does need to use it this round, because of course it could be the final round if he does not. We saw this mistake happen earlier with it was Eurasian, wasn't it, from Extreme Gaming. He had his kill streaks, he didn't use them, and then of course lost without using them. So if we get on board with do you want to watch a bit of off-roading? Do you want to see Kesmal use his RCXD?
Is he going to use it, do you think?
I personally think he should. Whether he does or doesn't is
yeah, well,
matter,
they're a round down, so I would hope he's going to use it.
Let's see as he pushes around. He's just watched for the rush. Nobody's pushed him as of yet.
He should really be using this now.
See, if it were me, I'd be putting it straight down that B side and then get the bomb down as he goes past that bomb site area.
And he's actually going to kill straight.
Does manage to get a kill straight away on Flux. Of course, that was the player guarding that B bomb. So 4 versus 3. So this is looking good for them to level the score. So need to provide some cover there down that right hand side as that B bomb is going to go down. Kesmal now just in charge of watching the middle. That bomb is down. 4 versus 3 now.
Need to make sure they win all their gunfights as they're going to
4 versus 2 as well. The 2 players are at the back of B. Let's get on board with one of the TCM guys, see how they can respond to this. This is going to be Rich. He's got himself a sniper down this right hand side.
Just waiting patiently.
See, Abstract should not be pushing out at all, so really Rich is a little bit useless there in my opinion. See, they should not be doing that. Monksy with the kill on Lixty. Both of them got snipers. That bomb is planted on the hard side. Oh, Rob, so this is all down to Monksy now to win it for TCM. He picks up 1, goes for the second. No, Rob with the quick reactions there, and Abstract have played this brilliantly to get back in. 5-5. This is going to be a huge choke from TCM if they actually lose this now.
Yeah, we're 5-2 up if I remember rightly, and TCM, if they don't walk away with this now, Abstract will be looking very, very good with the momentum. And Elixir has been playing fantastically so far. And Kesmal actually having a good round there as well. I mean, Monksy was unfortunate not to pick anything up. Who are we going to go on board with for the final round? I'd say probably TCM, because they are actually attacking.
Yeah, TCM are attacking. Has anybody got score streaks? I don't believe they do. I mean, we might see one perhaps from the Abstract lineup, because a lot of them were left alive there. One of them very, very close. Who was that? I think that was Rob. But now Monksy just watching very early on, watching the push there. But it's looking like they're opting for this B-side area.
Yeah, just watching them out. Let's have a look at the map. And you know what? There's nobody over there.
They could easily plant that B bomb very early on. Did Monksy throw a trophy system over there?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that is going to, of course, deflect any grenades that come towards that bomb site. If there is a plant, that bomb's gone down. 5-5, 45 seconds left on that clock. 4 versus 4, no kills exchanged yet. Monksy first to spot somebody there in that middle map area. Ooh.
Choked his shot just a little bit there. It was a hard one anyway, but he needs to make that sort of one. Pado's going to run straight in the fire, as is Rob. Jake taking him out. Oh, big shot by Monksy there, popping around the corner, staying on board with him. Rich is going to take out the final kill on Kesmal. That's going to be 6-5 to TCM.
I'll tell you what, TCM really make hard work for themselves, don't they? Yeah. They were 5-2 up there. Got to give props to Abstract, who did come back brilliantly. I thought it was going to be a very, very classy finish, but one bomb of peace there from Rich to end things up. If we just bring the scoreboards up just before we flick back to in-studio cam, just so that we can see who topped the charts for their team. Jake, of course, 10 and 8, top fragging for his team. Flux doing the most objective work, getting all the plants.
Top of the charts, he says.
Exactly, so that was a very, very even game once again on the kills death ratio aspect of it. So we are going to be seeing the third map, which is going to be the standoff capture the flag. Now, we did once again see Prophecy take this one earlier. It was 4-0 when they played it against Redemption. Yeah. Personally, I don't think it's going to be as easy
much closer.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as easy for TCM against this Abstract lineup as it was for Prophecy against Redemption. I mean, this is going to be a very, very exciting game. I mean, it's been very, very close.
Yeah, the hard point, as I said, it was pretty comfortable for TCM, but what we did see is an Abstract lineup that are actually there and they are present, and you know, they can get some good plays out of themselves. So you know, if they can get the CTF, they can possibly turn it around.
It all comes down to their initial setup, and I think the way that they set up once they go down, because I mean, the slaying ability that TCM do have with them means that Abstract have got to be aware that they will all go down at one point, so it's the way that they're going to set back up, I think.
Yeah, and the game is about to start. Actually, I think Elixity has managed to
change its codcaster once again.
Yes, and yeah, we are actually being shouted that it's not Elixity, because he has an E.
Yeah, Abstract. Otherwise,
Elixity.
Yeah.
L instead of L. Yeah.
There you go, English lesson.
Not very good English.
Yeah, you're from Newcastle.
Oh.
My apologies, but anyway, we are going to get this game underway as all players are present and correct, and the game is just going to start up. First of all, would you like to go on board with TCM or with Abstract?
I think we will go on board with the first SMG that we come across.
Okay, so we're just going to flick through the players, the first SMG. Of course, there are many routes that you could be running if you had the SMG. You could push straight into the broken house, so to speak, or you could run all the way through farm, or initially straight around the back flank. I mean, the possibilities are endless here with an SMG. But we are going to go on board with Flux, see how he plays this, and it's looking like he's opting for the petrol, but might cut inside through Butchers, which he is going to do, and into the middle area, just going to try and take anybody down. Nobody's rushed at him through that statue.
Rush, actually, what he's done, he went around the outside of the wall, and he has support from his teammate. What's very important is he does have support on the left-hand side. He's pushed into that building. He's going to come up straight around behind somebody up there.
And use the smoke to be able to get away as well and get through broken. He might have been spotted there, so he's just going to retreat once again. And like I said earlier, it's the not necessarily the unoriginal things, but the non-generic movements that will make the difference. And Flux there definitely bamboozling the opposition instantly, but nice play from him as he's going to make his way around towards that flag. He has got an AR on his left from the TCM lineup, which means he's just going to lie in wait, let his health recover and whatnot before getting on towards that flag. But smokes.
TCM just playing the waiting game here. They're taking it very, very slowly, not rushing in there at any point. I mean, we've seen they're just picking off the kills. Oh, that's a big play by Fox there, taking out Pato. Elixity's going to be the last man alive to pick up a couple of kills. Munksy's going to come in there. Sorry, not Munksy. It's actually going to be Jake, but he gets taken out by Rob. On board Munksy is going to defend. Actually, I'm going to move away from him. Actually, we'll go on board with Rob, see what he can do to help defend his flag.
Yeah, Rob is just going to retreat back just a little bit, just to make sure that TCM aren't currently pushing it. It looks as if they're going to be implementing sort of like a counter-attack strategy here. It's looking like they're just waiting back just that little bit, making TCM make the mistakes, pushing into them, trying to get 2 or 3 down before pushing up and then setting up. But look, Rob instantly wise to this, going straight back.
It's not going to matter though. Oh, nearly get a turn on there by Rob, as the flag is actually going to be pulled away. Let's go on board with Jake, who's the flag runner. And you know what? It might not be a run home here, as TCM really need to recuperate and get towards the flag runner. He's had
that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough, but no, Flux able to get that kill. Pato opted to pull that flag there, trying to challenge Flux, catch him off guard, not going to do so to one of the best players in Europe there, and Monksy managed to pick up any kills on Rob. So that is 1-0 to TCM here early on, and 2 minutes 50 left on the clock, but Jake has already got himself all the score streaks. He's got himself the missiles, the strikes, and of course the death machine.
Good play by Jake. Let's have a look at the score. It's 7-2 with the capture and return. I think I was actually calling Flux before, so sorry about that. Kesmo currently 1-6, not having a great game. Let's stay on board with Jake, though. He's going to have his score streak, so I would imagine we'll see them implemented soon. Gumbo Monksy, who's playing the defensive role, 5-1, currently was on a 3-kill streak, then gets taken out, and is now currently on a 2. Playing the defensive role, gets taken out again by Pato, so we're going to go on board with Rich. Stay on board with TCM for this round, and next round we'll switch it up onto Abstract.
Yeah, Pato with a strong AN94 shots onto Monksy, and then of course teams just making kills fairly evenly matched as it stands on the kill feed, but of course TCM, that does work in their favour. TCM now just getting a fair few more kills. Jake with another 3 since we last were on board with him, but Rich pushing up through that middle, just retreating, making sure nobody drops down behind him, which somebody does manage to make that kill onto Rob. Nobody else jumping down from that top house, and now Flux opting to pull, and he's going away.
Yeah, he's staying in cover because he does actually have 2 people firing down on him. Nice by Jake, taking out Rich and Rob. Going to go ball with Flux, who's the man with the flag. Let's have a look at the mini-map as well. Is he going to get across? Soon find out. Oh, he manages to, and he's getting through Granny's house as well. Nobody's going to cut him off. That's going to be flag number 2 for TCM. Great play by them. And what actually a nice little implementation. They put that down. They put down the trophy system just on the flag in case any grenades. Obviously, the main point of your grenades is going to be near the flag when he's near there. It's not going to matter when the trophy system's there.
Meant that no grenades could actually fly straight over and take him down, leaving the flag in limbo, just very, very close. It just meant that Flux was safe for any flying over grenades, which was the only possibility there. They had all cut-offs, but now we are going to be seeing Nemesis versus 7F after this matchup, which Nemesis, of course, being Josh, Shane, Madcat and Zanity versus the probably one of the better WGL teams that are here, 7F.
Well, we will move over that as soon as we are pretty much guaranteed of a TCM win, although they are currently only 2-0 up. They could possibly make a 3 here, although it might just go to a bit of a stalemate. We're seeing a lot of noise from main stage. It's come over. Rich even do anything to recover this flag, but now it is actually going to get recovered by Astrid. So it's currently 2-0. We'll stay on board until maybe it goes 3 or 4, or it's just completely looking like TCM have walked away with it. Maybe we'll move on to Nemesis 7F. It's currently 1-1, so I mean, yeah, so I'm presuming that 7F have picked up the SND.
I mean, you would assume that, however, of course, we do not know, but that is, of course, the best of 5. I think it's the same map set as what we are playing. I think it's in the same rounds that we have just seen from the Prophecy game and, of course, this TCM game. So perhaps that could be the first upset of the tournament so far. We've not really seen many upsets so far. We did earlier see a game of Capture the Flag take 45 minutes. That was that was Twisted, which is Steve Mohog's team, all from Cornwall against. What is Bryce doing?
Well, I do know that we're giving away a Mad Cat's keyboard, or a couple of them, both worth £200. So I mean that's some swag to give away there.
That is some dodgy stuff to be thrown into a crowd, though.
I don't think they'll be throwing it. I think they'll be doing competition, because if you're throwing it in the crowd, I would imagine we'll see some fights, which we can possibly cut live to, which would be brilliant. But
yeah, get a live feed. But anyway, back on with the action, and currently on board with Abstract Kesmel, trailing 2-0 here against TCM, both on maps and initial flag caps on this standoff game. But TCM there dominating the kill feed. Lixty only managing to break that up just for a second as Jake manages to take him down. Pato unable to land any bullets on Flux. Flux with a 2-piece there, taking down Rob as well. And it's looking good for TCM this. It looks as if like their earlier shakes and quarrels have perhaps been ironed out. But who was it I spoke to earlier? I think it might have been Benson who called them out of the top 3. Said that they would place 4, yeah. He said they're straight off the back of a disappointing blow for them in Cologne and might not be able to recover.
No, I think if anything, it might sort of awaken the beast, so to speak, if you know what I mean. I mean,
sort of answer back like, yes, we should have won last week. We're going to win this week.
I mean, I had a lengthy conversation with Monksy about it, and you know what? He was even speaking to Bissell, who was playing for Rico at the moment. Well, for the COD Championships anyway. He's actually plays with Curse, but he was speaking to Bissell after the game, and Bissell was just saying to him, I have no idea how we won that. Because apparently TCM destroyed Rico Dragons the whole game.
They were outslaying them. That's what I mentioned earlier on the hard point, how they were outslaying them completely, however, unable to gain the right objective play. But now we aren't seeing any flags being pulled by Abstract, so as time ticks on, it's getting worse and worse for them. Their hopes, their dreams of being in the winner bracket for tomorrow are fading, as of course they will drop down into the loser bracket. I think it's a good setup that we've played here today. I mean, group stages early on, it's meant that every team has got sort of 4 or 5 guaranteed games.
It's what you can do when there's only so many teams turned up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've had 2 sort of full days. Of course, we did have some issues with the snow, meaning that we've had to delay the start somewhat. But anyway, back onto the action. Pato trying to make things happen for his team. Going to push through that middle area. I've just seen a player jump out. That is going to be Jake, who did take out one of his teammates, Kesmo, so it means that he can't really push up too much as teammates are just dropping all around him, but he has been stunned himself on this broken wall area. He's going to lie down, then challenge towards Rich. Does manage to make that kill, doesn't manage to take Jake down off the spawn, and he will of course reset back up. But we're going to go on board with Rob, who's managed to make his way round the back of the flag.
They're doing the right thing here. They really do need to attack. They only have 2 minutes left on the clock, and they really need a flag. And you know what? He doesn't have much in the form of support either, Rob, and I think it's Elixir that runs through the middle of the map. Rob needs to stay alive here. That missile is not going to connect with anybody. Run around the back. He's going to
come head on head.
Yeah, run straight into a TCM player. He needs to stay alive. He needs support.
He's going to challenge it.
Oh, he needs some help. Rich is going to take him out with the pistol. Is Rich going to get taken out though? Yes, he is. As Kesmo picks up that flag, he's going to run it away. He has been shot. Oh, Jake just jump shots him with the death machine. See you later, son. Tears him up with that gun. Not much TCM can do at this moment in time. They are pushed back a little bit though. All is saying that the flag is actually being pulled, and that is Flux. Let's see on Bubble Kesmo, see what he can do to stop this. I'm going to say not much. They're saying that he's grabbed the flag now. Is he going to manage to take out the flag runner?
He needs to. He's just trying to pre-fire just a little bit. He was going for the clutch kill, but then opted to run away. I think he needed to make up his mind whether it was one or the other. Of course, exposing his back to the TCM lineup is not going to be very well. 3-0 now with only 1 minute left on that clock. I'd say this is curtains for Abstract here in the winner bracket here at I48.
Yeah, I think, guys, if you do not mind, we are actually going to jump on board with the Nemesis 7F game. This game is all but over now. So let's jump into that game. Very good game there, and you know, TCM showing they are to be watched out for this weekend, and we're going to jump straight into Josh's game. Obviously, Josh playing for Nemesis. That lineup is Josh, Zanity, Madcat, and Shane. Yeah, it's currently 1-1 going into the third map. Let's see what the score is here. Currently 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0 to, I'm assuming, the Nemesis lineup, and that is in the first round. So we've seen a very, very similar play from the TCM game. We've hopped straight into this one, and it's sort of like deja vu here, as Josh just manages to take down Synth. We are on board with Madcat, who's just doing a bit of defensive work, patrolling the top of Granny's there with his M8, looking out into middle map, but we're not going to be seeing too much now. But he has got himself a kill streak ready for the next round. That's an RCXD car. Just had a bit of deviation to it.
Let's have a look at this scoreboard. Kerr, who is probably the most impressive player for 7F in the last couple of games that I've seen them in. Obviously going top for his team so far. TCM, I can't remember if you've seen that scoreboard out. Currently on the round ending kill count with Josh.
See, I played, myself and Benson actually played a scrim against the Extreme Gaming team yesterday, and we used Kerr and Synth for a couple of rounds, and also we used Kieran as well. So I think that's KCX on that gamer tag. So we know, myself and Benson found that obviously we played against Extreme Gaming. They were quite good lads, good laugh, and played very well as well. So they do have the ability to take down sort of top teams like this. I mean, this once again a relatively newly formed team. I mean, Zanity has been teaming with Madcat and Josh for a couple of weeks, so they may have got some chemistry. However, the recent addition of Shane after being dropped from the Prophecy lineup does mean that it will be a little bit different. However,
Zanity's choked his kill there. That could be very, very big for 7F, although here comes the Hellstone missile. It's going to take out the flag runner. Very important, as we see, and one of the members of the Nemesis team come around behind. And, you know, it could come to hammerheads here. Shane's going to run away with that flag. And, oh, you know what? Mad Cat not picking up the kill. Not regular of him. Oh, Zanity coming in big with that Hellstorm missile, though. That's going to shut it down. Kerr shutting down Shane. It's not going to matter, though. Zanity's going to pick up that kill. And now what 7F need to do is push around the back. 7F, KCX taking out Mad Cat. This could go down to the wire straight at this flag.
Yeah, it looks as if Zanity's going to be able to get that in. Dolphin dive straight over on towards the flag. Doesn't manage to pick up the kill, but that doesn't matter, as he did manage to complete the objective and capture that flag. So it's looking as if this is going to be going to 2-1. I would assume that would be to Nemesis. Yes, it would be.
On board with Mad Cat, flag pulled away by Synth. Let's actually jump on board with him. Oh, he gets taken out, though, unfortunately. On board with Forces in mid-map now, using the M8. Let's see what we do with this MSMC. You know, there's a sight, something we don't actually see very much of here in Europe. Although I would like to add, we have seen quite a bit of it over at MLG and in the US. And of course, we will see a couple of those US teams coming over to EGL, specifically for Rico Impact.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they actually get on, because the last time that Parasite came to Europe, he won here at I-Series. I believe that was I-46. No, I'm wrong.
Last time he was over was EGL.
Ah, my apologies.
And I think they came third.
Yeah, my apologies. I completely slipped my mind. No. Did Parasite come to EGL?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he came with I can't remember who's in his team now, but they I think they lost out to Prophecy. Actually, no, they lost out to TCM in the women's bracket final.
You're right. Momo bought Parasite's Astro bag off him. Yeah, so you're right.
Why would that make you remember?
I don't know. I just remembered Momo buying that bag off him, and that was at EGL in Manchester. So yes, you are completely correct there. And Zanity trying to extend the lead now and pulling once another flag. It's weird the way my mind works, I know. But he's just going to use his score streak there just to try and give himself some cover as he gets over there. And
I think what he did there was actually just check where the player was, and you know, he spotted him out. Oh, Force is still taking him out. Zanity knew where he was, and you know what? Every time I watch Zanity so far in this map specifically, he's not had a good time of things, really. He's choked a couple of shots, and he knew where he was there. He basically had him on lockdown, and Forces took him out. Shane's the last, well, he's not the last man alive. He's the guy that's on a kill streak and closest to the flag. He's going to pick up the flag. He's going to pick up the return. Oh, big play by Shane with the two-piece and return. Nice play by him. Using MSMC, he's not picking up his third, though his synth does take him out. I think on board with Forces, who did very well to stop that flag run. That
was nice there from Shane. Big, important 2 kills to get that flag return. Shutting 7F down, meaning that they weren't able to get that flag on the board. So the way this has been played so far, I would assume that 7F won the S&D. However, of course, we do not know. With us not being down there on the floor, unless our head admin Melmoth is aware which map the 7F team won against Nemesis. S&D.
That was a backward S.
Yeah, that was a backward S. Just writing an S in the air, hoping that we'd understand. But anyway, now I would say this game is probably, this map, is almost over. 1 minute left on that clock. No flags have been captured by 7F. Josh, so good at Call of Duty, Josh.
He loves COD, doesn't he?
He does love a good game of COD. Not so much on Black Ops to Modern Warfare 3. I actually gave him a lift down in my automobile.
I don't think I'll ever forget that image of Josh jumping up and down with his hands in the air when they beat Optic in the final.
That will go with me to the grave.
Well, it's just going, yes!
So happy to have won LAN. As anybody else would be, of course. Now Mad Cat just pushing up. He's got himself the SMG out. Does manage to take down Kerr, but gets taken down by Synth. Kills just being exchanged between the two sides, just seeing out this matchup. I think it'd be a nice time just to bring up the scoreboards, who played best or worst, so to speak, in terms of kills. Kerr going 21 to 20 there. Force is not having the best of games for 7F. I think that would highlight the problems there. But
I did point out the fact that Zanity hadn't had a good game.
Zanity, of course, doing the best for his team there. 25 to 19.
I don't know anything. So.
You don't know anything about Call of Duty, Tunny. 2 captures, 3 defense returns, for Zanity. So he by far had the best game for that Nemesis lineup. As we do just watch the final kill cam, which is Zanity's kill streak.
Am I honest deceiving me? Is there a push-up contest going on the main stage? Yes, it's happening. That's happening. I'd say I'd stand a decent chance. Actually, that's a lie. I highly doubt it.
Mate, do you even lift?
Well, yes, I do actually. Do you even post in the gym thread?
I posted once, got laughed at, and I left. That's awkward. But anyway, we are going to be going on to the 4th map here, which is going to be Express Hardpoint. Very interesting map, this.
Yes, we
You're
do.
slightly distracted by the
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
by the PC gamers not being able to.
They've been told that nose touching the floor. Oh, the Aspec is telling them to hold it. Evil, evil man.
Mate, feel that burn.
Did you know that a push-up amounts to 60% of your body weight? As it's technically about benching 60% of your body weight.
Did not know.
Yeah, well, next time you do a press-up, then you may be done.
I weigh 85 kilograms.
I weigh more.
Yeah, you're still fat though, bro. Just saying. Anyway, we need to be back onto topic. Our apologies about that. Just a bit of
I want to join in,
banter.
if I'm honest.
Feel free, we've got a camera right here.
You see, we actually have two. We have this little mini one down here, which is the actual camera that we're using, and then we have this one here that makes it look like we're using that one. It looks a bit better.
Yeah, basically we have two cameras. We've got a big expensive camera that doesn't work. That's just for aesthetics, and then we've got a nice cheap £20 webcam from around the corner. That does the trick just fine. Has our stream froze?
I don't think it has. I think it's just the. I don't think the stream's actually freezing because.
We're fine. That's okay. Just our preview screen there, we were just a bit worried. Well, I was a bit worried that I was talking to nobody.
You were talking to me, as long as I'm listening.
Yeah. Earlier when the stream went down, it was about 45 seconds before I realised. So I was there just just jabbering away to myself.
Benson's just sitting there, just like.
Benson, please.
Benson.
But no, we are going to be seeing Nemesis now. They are 2-1 in the lead here against 7F. 7F, of course, taking the S&D, so we are going to be seeing a hard point, which is once more a respawn game mode. First 250 points, or the most points captured in, is it 10 minutes or 7.5, or I don't know. So a specific amount of time anyway.
Yeah, I think it could be 10 minutes. It might be 15. Shows how much I should know these things.
Yeah, so should I. But there we go anyway. We're just here to talk about the gameplay, which will be getting underway in 2-1. Here we go, the game is loading, so we're going to jump right on in. I think I want to get on board with Kerr, first of all, from 7F.
Yep, we'll go on board with him, see what he can do straight away from the off. I would imagine he'll be using the M8. I'm stabbing the dog at that one.
That was an absolute wild guess, wasn't it? And you were correct. He has got that on the burst fire. Now, it'd be interesting to see which route he runs, because, of course, that first hard point is in the direct middle. Will he go through red and hard aim into blue, or will he push along the tracks? No, he's going to go straight through red, which will, of course, leave him to hard aim into that blue area. Does manage to pick up the first kill there onto Zanity. His teammate got dropped there. That was Sint. And now he's going to push in towards that hard point, trying to pre-spray all the different little corners. Shane getting taken down there. Care there, taking down Zanity as well. Goes for that three-piece on Josh. Doesn't manage to get it, but Forces does as he jumps in. And that hard point just being exchanged between the two teams now, but looking better for 7F as they are more set up around it.
Shots being fired by KCX.
Shots being fired there by KCX. Not managing to land any kills, unfortunately, though, which was unfortunate. But 15 points to 6 now early on in the first 40 seconds of this game. 2 red dots behind him. What has just happened there? KCX.
I'll tell you what's happened is down a nightmare, mate.
We praised his shooting early on, then panicked a little bit. Jump shots round the corner, takes down Madcat. Trying to get the wall bang, and 7F seem a little bit more on top of each other here.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. They're just shooting in the walls, and
they don't really care who they kill there as long as they land some bullets. But here we go, we are on board with Forces as the hard point has switched. It didn't look like they were even ready for that. They were still contesting the old one, and now they are going to get in board on that hard point at the same time. It is heavily contested. 2 players in there, but Forces just managing to get the better of Zanity and push around the back.
On board with Kurt inside the hard point now on a 3, now 4 kill streak. Let's see if he can pick up his 5th. Not going to quite happen for him. He's sitting in there with his M8, now has support from his team. And what you have to remember on hardpoint is you need somebody switching the spot. Oh, nice 2-piece by Kerr there. He's being contested, not going to pick up the 3rd. A little bit too trigger happy for me. Let's go on with Madcat inside the hardpoint now on a 3 kill streak. Has support from a teammate as well. Not going to pick up the 4th. Does help though.
He's only 1 away from, maybe 2 away, sorry, from his next kill streak. Does manage to take down called that a little bit earlier, I must say. Does manage to take down Forces, followed by Care as well. That is all of his score streaks now in one go. Death Machine comes out to play just for those final 5 seconds. Nobody's going to go in towards that. Madcat there just sitting there for the fun of it, I think. Care, though, answering back with kill streaks of his own, taking down Zanny and Shane.
Let's go on board with Josh, who's around the hard point. That's a bit of an ambitious shot by him. Let's jump back on board with Madcat. He's going to run straight into the train, not to the hard point. Going to tear around, take out Synth's reaction time. Not brilliant there. He's not going to get a second kill on Forces as he is head glitching. Let's go on board with Kerr. And Kirsten commentator here. Every time I switch to somebody, they seem to get killed.
Oh, nice play there from Forces, getting himself that two-piece. Does manage to secure the hard point as well, getting those points on the board. Goes head on head with Zanny, picks that kill up as well. That was a nice three-piece there from Forces, finally getting taken down in the back.
Still on board with Madcat, who still manages to have 3 of his score streaks available. So, you know, Nemesis won't be too worried about this. They're only 10 points ahead, but a lot of score streaks bouncing about a lot of the different, both teams, as Forces runs in there, takes out Josh. Madcat just taking his time. He's going to pick up the kill, get a few more points on this hard point, and most effectively actually picking up the points for recapturing it, which is, I think, a solid 200 points, which will boost you up there. I mean, I think he has actually managed to get himself probably another Hellstorm missile coming in there, almost saying that he would have had to use it before the Hellstorm missile does come in.
Yeah, but you were right in what you were saying, Son. Of course, it is an extra 200 points for the recapture, so it's smart just to let them get it and then jump back on it if you're anywhere near your next score streak. But Madcat there, not taking any risks. He has just managed to take down Forces, and it's looking as if Madcat's going to pick up this sort of anchor roll until he whips out that Death Machine. First kill on that, though, is his teammate, followed by Forces. Jump shot round the corner with that. Just going to spray for days with that, though. So I don't think really they've got much chance of getting in there.
Yeah, on board with Madcat now, using the Death Machine. It's such an effective tool if you know somebody who's good with it. Very well played by him. Josh is now set up on the next hard point. Takes out Synth. Nice play by him. 10 seconds still left on the other one, but let's actually have a look at the rotation that's going on here. We already have some of the Nemesis team, and this is where their experience comes into it, because they know when to switch, although Josh has been taken out. They know when to switch and get a good hold of the next hard point, and we can see Madcat, Josh, and Shane all around there. Actually, I haven't really seen much of Shane so far. Let's go on. Go. On board with Shane now. Using the new camo on the gun, that looks pretty wicked.
Who was just about to put down a trophy system but did get taken down in the back. So now Shane off the spawn, he's got himself that PDW, going to chuck in that grenade into the blue. Nobody in there, so he knows he's not going to get taken down in the back, but he just try and challenge in that middle map area. Does manage to get the better of Forces eventually after a bit of shooting, but Synth with the 3-piece there, taking down Shane and Zanny for the 2 at the end. And now Shane straight off the spawn once again. I do really question what Brycey does to get a crowd so excited. I've just seen a t-shirt fly straight over somebody's head, but now once again on board with Shane, setting up in the next hard point, got himself a trophy system down in both corners. That is going to be torture for 7F as they try and get in there.
Yeah, if you get somebody either side of this hard point, Shane is not getting shifted. He's just going to sit behind whichever way he needs to. There's also a helicopter spinning up in the air there now, so looking very, very good here for Nemesis, who would definitely be the stronger team. Let's actually have a look at the scoreboard. Shane not having the greatest games with Zanity again. You know, I criticised him for every time I watched him. He had a bit of a stinker, but at the end of the day, he's nearly going double positive with 4 cap sets, 8 defends as well.
Zanity's such a good little player, but Shane getting taken down in the back, perhaps caught a little bit unawares there by Synth. And now we're on board with Forces, who is contesting that hard point. He's managed to get some points on the board. Once again back with Shane though, as it is in 7F's hands.
Our producer nearly falling over into our table, which would not have been good for us all himself. On board with Casey. Runs in there, says to Zanny, here mate, I've got a knife. There it goes. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but anyway, on board with KCF still. Gets taken out. Gets a good respawn though, so you know,
they're not out of this yet.
I
mean, Nemesis are only 75 points away, but they're not out of this yet. I mean, we've seen time and time again teams come back from such a deficit. As Josh gets taken down in the back from KCX.
And we've just got some more information on our next stream, which is
tomorrow, Nemesis versus TCM.
Oh right, okay, so are we leaving it from now, or?
Yeah, we're going to be leaving it after this matchup. So now Nemesis versus 7F, assuming that 7F don't pull some amazing little comeback. Of course, we will be seeing Nemesis versus TCM in the next winner bracket, round number 3. I'm going to go with.
It must be, yeah. It's that's going to be when it starts getting a little bit more interesting. Of course, I'm not too sure if we're going to see a 12 o'clock final tomorrow at all, as we do seem to be wrapping things up quite early. Actually, it's only 9:10. But yeah, obviously going to be wrapping things up.
Yeah, the difference with I-Series and other events, of course, we are in sort of the main hall, so to speak, so it's the exhibitors area more than anything, and generally players generally the exhibits are disappearing and security come out around about 7-8 o'clock. They have extended it a little bit this weekend for us, but now KCX trying to claw back some points, and they're not doing too badly at it. At 60-point deficit now, he's cooked a grenade and sort of wasted that there. He needs to be making those counters. They are going to be able to capture this. 44 points left available to them on this. They're going to spray straight down. KCX going for the... Whoa! Oh my God!
What is KCF doing with that 3-piece? Whips out a knife, slaloms it straight into Josh and embarrasses him. Could that be the turning point in this game? Huge play by KCX there.
It's looking as if Josh has just said, I am not going near him again. As now he's running an absolute riot on them, finally getting taken down by the mighty Mad Cat. Are you madder than a Mad Cat right now, as they have managed to get some more points on the board. 10 seconds left on this clock. Only 53 points separate the two sides with 1 minute 50 left. Only 40 points now until Nemesis actually managed to claim this matchup.
It seems as if they're actually in the hard point, though. Let's see what 7F can do. I think he's wasted that a little bit. I don't think we're going to see many kills go down with that at all.
Yeah, he's called that in when it's on an inside hard point. I mean, I appreciate there's 50 seconds left on this and only 40 points are needed from them. I think they should have just held it for as long as possible and then tried to get them on the outside.
I mean, either way, they're not going to win it on this one, so... let's see what they can do. They definitely have time to catch up. I mean, 127, 1 minute, 20 seconds left.
If they were to get 30 points onto this, they would be pretty much level as well. Yep. So that is going to be very, very tense at the end, but they just need to make sure that they do secure this. Josh getting taken down in that hard point, leaving it free and open once again. Shane finally coming in. Benson's got a keyboard.
You didn't win anything. Are you serious? He actually won something.
Anyway, let's
you
get
were on
back
stage.
Let's get back underway now. We are seeing Shane try and contest this area. Benson's the jammiest bugger I've ever met. Anyway, 218 points for Nemesis, 187 for 7F, and the hard point is currently in Nemesis's possession. Only 40 seconds left on that clock.
Oh, turn on by Shane on the forces there.
It
nice
can't be done. It cannot be done for 7F now. Mathematically, it is impossible, which means it has gone to Nemesis. Mad Cat there with a nice little 2-piece. Zanti fixing things off. Hellstorm missile in a little bit too late from Synth there. They're trying to go for the entire score capture. It's looking like they are going to be able to get that as well with just 10 seconds remaining.
Going in with a B23R, taking him out there. And that is going to be all she wrote. That's going to be Nemesis advancing through in the next winners bracket round, which they will take on TCM. And actually, that is actually going to be it already from us quite early on.
Yeah, unfortunately though, we didn't really get as much stream action as what we would have liked owing to the network issues that. But touch wood, if all things stay as they are now, we are in for a full day of Call of Duty tomorrow, because the final is scheduled on main stage for 10:30, was it?
Possibly, but I think the camera switched position. Benson, I'm going to blame you, because the camera is actually flipped around.
Yeah, Ben's moved the camera. Why do we let Gingers?
I'm not quite sure. He's busy checking out his new keyboard, which coincidentally he won off his best friend Brycey. Shocking. Who gave you that? Was that Brycey that gave you that? Anyway, we're going to wrap this up very, very quickly. It's been a good day of competition, actually. We've seen the teams that we have expected advance through. And, well, it hasn't been unpredicted.
Look what Benson's done to the camera.
Go away.
Oh, at least our names are under the people that we actually are.
Look at what you've done. Look at what you've done. Coincidentally,
I hope that's an empty box that you're wafting around.
Coincidentally, your best mate, who is the guy giving away
your
stuff.
best friend giving stuff away, you've conveniently won from.
I actually literally won it. I literally won it.
He conveniently won.
I trust it wasn't the bloody push-up competition that you won.
Actually, there was a push-up competition.
Yeah, I know. I was saying it definitely wasn't you that won it.
But no, guys. Anyway, that is going to be the end of our Call of Duty action today. You can join us back here tomorrow. We're going to say 10 a.m. However, that probably means 11. So
Oh, you're fixing the camera now, are you?
So you will be back here with us tomorrow. Please remember to tune in if you can. Subscribe to the channel. That way you will be notified when we go live. I'll be here. Tun will be here. You can follow us on Twitter for some late night updates if you want. At Goochhy, GOOCHHYY, @_Tun, TUNN, as spelled on screen right now. We're going to say we'll see you later, guys. We'll see you in the morning.
Thanks
Have a
for
good evening. Bye-bye.